live here with the EU4 Arena semifinals, the first match of today, the first best of three. We have Warrior Sim and funnyfunny. Warrior Sim playing on the French side. They actually picked it, and funnyfunny pick the map, because that's how it works. They get to pick the map or the side. Funnyfunny picked the map, and Warrior Sim picked the side. And they actually picked the French side, which is a bit different. We'll talk about that in a second, which is a bit different because the general consensus amongst players that I've heard so far is that Russia is the favorite one. But who knows? We've seen varied wins on both. We've seen the French side win. We've seen the Russian side win. And these two teams, you know, they're in the semifinals. So let's see if they deserve to be here. And hopefully we get a great best of three here. Let's start by introducing the teams. We're going to start with the French side. We have on France, we have Curly, and he's co-oping. Oh, this is different. France is actually not getting co-opted. Captain of their team, Total War Machine, also known as Yaksa, Baratheon is playing on the Rhine Confederation. Then we have Evil Sarkane playing as Italy. And then we have two players on Spain, which is a bit different because they're actually down a player. They said it's because he's still hungover from 4th of July, which was yesterday. Fry and his co-op Ramsey. Then on the other side, on funny side, we have two Russias, which is what we expect here. We have Ramsey and Abu Abbas, who changed his name to Denkis Abu Abbas, or Abu Denkis. Denkis Abu Dabikas. Okay, dude. On Prussia, we have Yusuf. On Austria, we have Intrepid. And then on Great Britain, we have Kaiser. And this is actually the same team and sides that they wanted, which is very, very interesting. With me today, I actually have three casters. Welcome, guys. We have Cape Town, Mr. House, and Lawrence of Arabia. How do you guys feel about this match?
Well, I have a lot of feelings about this match. I'm excited to see Kaiser's performance on this one. Maybe they're going to do some naval stuff. But I'll let Lawrence take the floor on the next take.
I'm definitely hoping this one's going to be just as good as the one I hosted last night, because that one was absolutely wild.
I caught a fair bit of it, end of it, after Fezzer time. And I saw the very end of it, and I saw that it was down to the wire in the match. Cruder Badwell falling to the wayside. He was saying, I wish we could have just picked our teams. The draft was stupid. I took that note. I'll listen to him. There won't be a draft next time, okay? I think we have enough good players that people can balance out teams themselves. I was a bit concerned because when we did the 2v2, we let people pick the teams, and Lawrence and Cruder just stomped everyone. And it wasn't that interesting of a tournament. They just knew the mod really well. They were just both strong players, and they just dominated the tournament. So that's why I was like, oh, let's do a draft. But there has been complaints of like people being like, well, I didn't get the person I want. Someone sniped the person I want, and that person didn't want to play. Stuff like that. So for the season that's going to come up, the EU4 Arena season, people are just going to be able to pick their own teams. So I'm listening to you, Cruder. Don't worry. Next time you'll be able to pick teams. But that was a really sick match, and it's actually Weezer's team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, not copyright, by the way, ended up edging very, very close. It went the full 20 years.
Yeah, and they definitely were not the favorites to win that one.
Well, they were a favorite on my list, I'll say that much.
I don't know. I think it was, again, the same thing with like the Turkish team. In terms of individual skill level, EU4 skill level, I think Cruder's team was stronger. But in terms of mod knowledge, Weezer's team was more knowledgeable. And there's like things in this mod that are different than EU4 and multiplayer that you don't know. Like if you constantly summon the diet, you're not able to switch out your estates easily, especially if you don't have court ideas, right?
Yeah, that was a mistake for us, man.
And you know, that makes you run out of manpower because you can run the manpower estate better. We'll talk about whether we'll do a draft or not, but the draft was so painful, and if we're gonna have a lot of teams, I don't want to organize a draft. That's also part of another reason I wanted a draft.
It took hours.
Looking good.
Well, we're looking at a more normal game today. Nobody has picked a fourth mill idea. So that
I wouldn't say normal. They went religious ideas on the French side, which is unorthodox at least.
It's one of my
Religious ideas.
favorites, I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't normally see that.
I mean, I kind of like it. You get a bunch of manpower, you get a bunch of morale.
It's good.
Like it gives you a bunch of stuff that you are gonna want as that nation.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
since the other ideas you have just don't really have morale. Like he's getting
No.
morale from other things that aren't mill ideas. Defensive in this
I
mod
think-
doesn't give morale. Offensive in this mod doesn't give morale. Quality doesn't give morale. But religious and innovative do. A little bit.
Yeah. I think the only problem France is gonna have is his eco is gonna be lower because you usually take eco ideas, right? But for the better eco and the big nations. So
I
he
think-
will be bankrupting earlier than usual, I think.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, we still haven't seen anyone do economic with administrative. I guess like they don't really combine really that well, but it lets you get more loans, right? Because administrative has 0.25 interest per annum and economic has 0.5. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I would definitely say that going, if the last funny game, if France had gone for economic administrative, they would have had a way better advantage, especially considering that they were running out of a lot of money. But if you have the bigger Italy to push with, it can kind of balance out. It is definitely a strategy that is
But do
really
you
well
s-
used on the French side, at least.
But do you switch it out then? Because they have really strong admin ideas, or even diplo ideas.
So right now I'm noticing both sides are building navy. They've got shipyards everywhere, so they're all spamming out the special boats. So even people like Russia, who've got like 2 ports, are building special ships to help each other win navally. Because obviously navy is quite important in this mod.
So I'm not lagging.
Oh, yeah, Fry's lagging this time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Russia going for the naval force limit buildings, which, like Lawrence is saying, gives you access to more special boats, since everyone has access to special boats, and it's just based off your shipyards. When can we bet? We'll do it in a second. We'll do the bet. I'm just letting more people come into the channel.
Yeah,
Do
get
it when the
people
war
trickle
starts.
in. Yeah, maybe give people a little more time to trickle in.
Yeah, because we just turned on the stream right now. We've only been live for 8 minutes now, and in those 8 minutes, we've already, we're already 5 years out from war, even less than that, almost 4 years out from war. So action is coming. Action is for sure coming here. That's not the right sound. No, that's not the right sound either. Alright, that's definitely not the right sound. Action's coming. Action's coming. I'm just using my soundboard. Have no problem with that.
Actually, no, yeah, I love that. I know that meme. It's big in the forcing community as well. We're not seeing anybody pick. Do we have some
No.
rivals going?
Well, here's a
yeah,
question. Here's a question for all of you guys. What do you think about Warrior Simulator or Warrior Sim picking the French side? What we've heard from Lick Krieger, which some people say is like one of the most experienced players with the mod, is that it is slightly favored to Russia.
Well, you heard my take on it yesterday, so I'll keep it short. But I think he's very wrong on that. He still has a lot to learn. But the French side definitely has its upsides that are probably going to shine through on this one. I think Kaiser is going to find himself at a disadvantage if he doesn't utilize all of his abilities this time, because I think this is a very French heavy year.
Yeah, and today Kaiser doesn't have the co-op. Last game Kaiser had the co-op. So the rules are if one team only can get 5 players, the other team also needs to play with 5 players. Just due to scheduling, whatever it is. Hopefully next game we can get all 6 players in on both sides, but that means that they have to only choose 1 player to get the co-op, and they opted with Russia to get the co-op instead of United Kingdom, which I think is definitely better. If you have to choose 1 co-op, I would choose Russia. What do you guys think about Napoleonic Spain getting the second co-op? We've heard a lot about about how Spain is actually the main character on France's side.
Yeah. So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to micro Spanish cannons, because obviously Spain has the best cannons. So I think they're going to prioritize building a bunch of cannons and just attaching them to everyone else, which is quite more micro intensive than just having one guy running around with 2 cannon stacks engaging.
Well, I'll say this much, as Jersey said at the beginning of Cape Town. We are not looking. It doesn't look like he was really going for a cannon build, was he this time?
He isn't. No, this is
So
Nate.
I
Is he
think what
not?
we're going to be looking at with this Spain and why they gave him the co-op is because they're probably going to try and actually maybe defeat Britain properly this time. So
Maybe.
we might be looking at a game where France declares first, and they try and get the entire game actually off to
I
spread.
mean, I don't know. I'm looking at his build. He's got good artillery bonuses. He's just not using them right now. He's even got a land fire damage policy. It's in Diplo, which actually is really strong. I didn't know that was a policy. But he still has the artillery fire, and he still has the artillery from back row.
Yeah, he
So
does
he's
have
still
to be
got,
slotted.
he's still easily got artillery bonuses.
I wouldn't fully agree with you on it being at least a fully optimized artillery build.
No,
but-
I don't think it's fully focused on that because he's got other things like he's gone maritime expansion for the policy, the naval policy, right? So that's the only naval policy you can get in this mod for extra hull size and ships. So I think it's more of a focused GB thing. What do you guys think? Do you think they can actually pull this off, or?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I think that if they purposely picked, they have a plan in mind, and it's very obvious here. You know, they picked the French side when other people are saying that Russia is favored. Like, some people are even putting it so much that it's not slightly favored, that it's a very favored. Like yesterday, the Polish team, Polska Grom, were saying, "Oh, we lost. We didn't get Russia." That's what they were saying right from the beginning. And
I
then
would agree on that.
you would agree. But
would-
that's a good thing that not everyone agrees that Russia's the stronger side.
Last time the Polish side didn't go a good Spain build, artillery wise, right? And if France goes morale build, right, which is the main build for the army, you need to have the good artillery, otherwise you will get shredded.
Yeah, that was.
And we
definitely
saw
the main
that.
problem.
And we saw that.
Yeah,
They-
we did.
They
Right.
dealt. Sorry, they dealt so much casualties on the Russian side that the morale was still useful, but not as useful as if they had like better cannons, right?
I think the main problem we saw yesterday was that they didn't use the advantage in the south that they had on the Austria player. So we were looking at the end when they finally pushed and took Liga and stuff like that. They were winning, and he took the Liga fort. If they had pushed properly like that 2 years beforehand, the game would have been easy to bag.
Yeah. So
Wait,
what I am
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on with Lick Krieger's team? Why does he have 6 people in his VC?
I can say that Didi Wang, right, is just there spectating because he needs to learn the game kind of, because he isn't like experienced, right? So they're allowing him to watch and learn.
But he is slotted on their team, by the way. He is in
Yeah,
there.
he is.
Yeah,
just,
he is. It's
They
just,
just can't use him.
okay. And
Yeah.
Didi Wang is not talking or backseating.
no.
Oh no,
he
no,
Speaks, he speaks Mandarin only. He's not really well versed in the
I wouldn't say that though.
Gaelic
He
tongue.
speaks a little bit.
Yeah, you can kind of tell when Didi Wang messages you that it may be Google translated. Maybe I
It
don't know if
is.
it's confirmed. I don't-
It's
is.
too polite. It's
yeah, and I also saw Katrukin one time Google translating to Mandarin for him, and Didi Wang responded to him back in English.
I would, guys, look at Venice Note, yeah, who controls it. Same with
So,
Bordeaux.
guys, what do we think about the GB Navy size? Because right now I'm looking at it and I'm comparing it to the French side, and I don't think it's going to be enough right now.
We did see
Ooh.
that. No, go ahead.
I have to say, you have to wait on these kind of things because we have like 2.5 years of build up, right?
Yeah.
Like it's too early to say these kind of things. Same with the forts, right?
We did see it yesterday with the ships. We were all doubtful about, and then Kaiser, like 6 months before the war, he was equal with them on ships.
Mm.
So maybe he's just doing the same again. But yeah,
I
last
know.
time as well, they did have like 100 heavies on them before the war actually broke out.
I
So
don't
we will
like.
have to see.
I will say I don't like the fact that he mothballs some of his heavies because he's kind of just wasting sailors. Like he's trading sailors for money at that point. And I think you need more sailors as GB than you need money.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing the subsidies meta, where they have the subsidies going around. Prussia's not subsidizing Russia this time, though. It's only Russia subsidizing GB, And neither one is at the 600 income mark, so neither one's getting the boosting economy. Let's see if Spain went for core ideas. Did anyone go for core ideas? I think honestly core ideas might be underrated a little bit because of the splendor bonus. But yeah, no one's opting for the core ideas here. Yeah. Yeah, we have to wait and see how the Navy goes. There's already predictions in chat that we're gonna see a sea lion in this game.
I think so too, but I don't think it will be successful.
You don't think it'll be successful? Okay, so
No,
you think there's gonna
Kaiser
be sea
knows-
lion, but it's not gonna be successful. Okay.
Kaiser knows how to defend like a sea lion, and he knows how to be in cockroach. He will get like one Russian cannon stack, and with that he will do massive damage, especially to France, I think.
Yeah, we've seen that, the one Russian stack in GB. You fully drill the cannons and then you send them to GB.
Also, keep in mind if you're focusing on GB, you're not necessarily paying attention to any of the other fronts. So even if they do make advances in GB, they probably will be pushed on every other front if the Russian side does react.
All right, we're 2 years from war, so I'm gonna put in the prediction. You can now predict who wins this 1v1. Is it gonna be Warrior Sim? I mean, not 1v1, this team game. Is it gonna be Warrior Sim or is it going to be funny?
You know what my bet is? Nobody.
Well, you'll have to tell us. You were the only one who didn't give a take on the initial setting of the game, so you can give it now. Why do you think it's swing to
Experience.
side?
I have to say experience. The sheer amount of experience on the funny side will dwarf any other benefit, to be honest.
Well, Yaxa is quite well versed in specifically warfare when it comes to the game. If you're looking at the build up already here, we are looking at a stronger Ryan
He'll
than
be
we
the
were
first one
last
to
time.
bankrupt. I say it now. He's the first one who's going to bankrupt.
He's the first one to bankrupt.
Who do you think is gonna be the first to bankrupt?
France,
France.
Yeah.
100%.
So, sorry.
No economic
but
ideas, yeah.
Right now, Spain's doing exactly what I thought they were gonna do. They have 320 cannons and 40 infantry.
Okay, so Spain is just gonna be the cannons of everyone's cannons. That's
Yeah.
what
Yes.
they're gonna do. They're just gonna be everyone's cannons. Okay, that's the strat Spain's going for. They're just gonna be the cannons for everyone. All right, that makes sense.
They can.
So
They can-
my team tried this, and I can say right now it is very micro intensive. Like if you don't micro it correctly, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and it might lead to a lot of people getting stack wiped, which is what we saw with the psychiatric ward. Is that there was a lot of times where they were just getting stack wiped because there's no cannons.
Yeah.
I think we are looking at a duo co-op here on Spain, so I don't think it will be that difficult. Managing an entire team's cannon stacks is possible to even do it on your own, at least from my own POV. But it would be interesting to see if they will pull it off.
You know, one thing about the cannons is that they're super expensive. We can see that
Yeah.
Spain's already at minus 300 and we're still 2 years from war. France at minus 300 with 2 years of war. Italy making a positive balance. Rhine Confederation making a positive balance. No subsidies like wave on the French side. Meanwhile, on the Russian side, Britain's plus 300. Prussia is minus 19. Austria is plus 100. And Russia's plus 44 while giving 200 subsidies.
Yeah, speaking of eco right now, Russia and GB currently have combined more eco than the French side in total.
I would say
But
because
it's
of
not
the Venice
real.
and Bordeaux node.
That it is not real. That is
Yeah,
also
you have
true.
to subtract 200 because it's like it's economic,
Yeah,
it's inflation because they're boosting each other.
No, even still, they still have more, even with because they've total 1,000 without subsidies.
Yeah, because
So
now
that-
Prussia
that
is
is-
giving
that
the
is-
subsidies
It's
to
really
Russia.
bad. That's really bad if you're the French side right now. 'Cause, like especially if Spain's losing more than their total income each month.
Okay, but they might be looking at a push-intensive game, so they might try and punch through and actually start the war as well on their own side. But they're investing heavily into Navy. How many heavies is that? Yeah, that's about 100 heavies and 104 galleys. So they will be trying. And even if you lump in the French as well, it's 250. So it's a sizable navy as well. That also costs a lot. So they will have to make it count and make it worth their buck, or they're gonna slide back already. How many loans are we looking at? France is almost already half his loan cap.
What the?
Oh, no, you're
Oh,
joking, right?
Wait,
No.
actually?
Oh,
Yep.
he
No.
is.
He's
No,
40.
it's
He's 47 loans
Almost.
out. He can only take.
Yeah.
So almost
just-
half, yeah.
This is
Almost
why I
half.
was concerned about the eco, because how are you going to maintain what you're needing to maintain right now?
You need
Yeah.
you need quantity ideas. It's
Yeah.
amazingly.
Just because none of them have eco ideas, right? So they can't take more loans. Actually, Italy has eco ideas, but everyone else
getting
doesn't
low.
have eco ideas.
Well, Italy has a well-off economy here, so Italy is probably going to be. This is going to be an interesting one. They have time to learn, and they have time to try out different builds as well. But
That's
it will be interesting to see what they choose to do with these cannons and this
I
navy
will
stuff.
say, if you look at Italy's trade right now, it's being absolutely nuked by
Yep.
GB. GB actually is protecting with ships instead of pirateering, which is something you can't counter as easily. So if you look at Venice right now, the United Kingdom has most of the share in Venice.
Yeah, Italy's he's getting trade bombed in one node. We're seeing right here a trade bombed in the Venice node. UK has higher trade power in Italy's own node, and then in the other node it's pirates. A mix of Prussian,
Actually,
Austrian, United Kingdom. These boats won't last though, especially if Italy
no,
has
no.
the galleys. Like in the war, these won't exist
Yeah,
anymore.
no.
But you can tell before the war, it's making a massive impact. Also, if you look at Bordeaux is also under the UK. Sevilla is also fully for pirates. So these
I
guys,
think it will be a quick match. Italy's
Yeah.
death is.
They
on the
want
one
it to
day.
be a
The
quick
war
match,
hasn't
so when
started.
you-
Oh wait, we still have a year. No wait, no,
they're
it's
gonna get-
speed 3.
Like, I'm
I don't know
looking
why
at
we're
all these
speed 2.
boats, and they're not hunting pirates. Like they've got all these boats they've built.
I
but
think
they're
They
they're
not
have a
playing-
lot of cannons.
They're lacking
they're playing-
sailors.
Yeah.
That's the main
true.
reason. If they put the boats out to hunt pirates, they're gonna be negative sailors. But we can see that there's some really great setup plays, things that we don't usually see in plays. English Channel completely dominated by United Kingdom. With Genoa, dominated by pirates. Venice, dominated by Britain. Sevilla, dominated by pirates. Bordeaux, dominated by England. He's just out here stealing everyone's
Yeah.
money, dude. And they're making
And
big money. There's a huge
Yeah.
economic difference
Yeah.
on the Russian side compared to the French side.
And the
Habibi.
French side, they're not doing anything to counter this either. They're not sending their own pirates out. They're not preventing the pirates
Oh,
to trade.
Oh my
They
god.
might, they
They're
might be
suffering.
saving sailors, but he's already out almost
It's
on
not worth it, I
sailors.
think.
Yeah,
What is going on though? Why is France now taking a loan a month? He's literally taking a loan a month. What is going on? How is he going to
It's
sustain this?
Having, I think.
Yeah,
It's the-
has he built force limit buildings? No, he hasn't built force limit buildings. Have we? If you
Oh,
look
but
at
he
France
did.
right
Wait,
now, he hasn't got force limit buildings in every part. He doesn't got the building slots. So he's suffering hemorrhaging this money.
they didn't embargo rivals on France, right? So
I don't know.
that's why France. That's why GB can collect so easily. Because
And I
he's not
think
getting embargoed.
this is why you put a co-op on France, because right now France is only half dev'd, so you're missing 2 buildings. In each
I think we're really underestimating how strong this Rhine is there and how good. I think we're gonna be looking at a Yaxa carry from this, because he's standing with already a really sizable army. He still has a lot of loans still to take, so they might just be looking at trying to punch through and really tie down the
Yeah,
opposition on
it
this
is
one.
just really concerning that when you look at France's dev, he's lower than Austria. There's 3 players on the opposing side that have higher dev than France, who's supposed to be the main character on the French side. You know, but he's even being out-devved by his own teammates. Rhine Confederation's at 150 dev. Italy's at 900 and Spain's at 1,000. Where's the difference? Why is Prussia, Austria just so much higher?
He's fixed
He's
it.
just not having.
So he's fixed it. He's building the regiment camps now, so he's going to be saving money. But he still needs to give himself more building slots, because he's missing 2 buildings in half his country.
He's
Okay.
not having. That's why. Like
You're also looking.
I think he's
point.
overwhelmed, like
He's-
because when I try playing some of their own, you just can't micro everything.
I guess lack of experience once again.
Curly is experienced. We shouldn't downplay the side of the French. They do have experienced players that you
Not
might
as
just
much.
be lacking. But we're also looking at it is Austria at this time is actually building up a second fort line, so they are
Yep.
not going to be able to push as easily as maybe people are expecting.
He's,
But,
yeah, he is. I mean, there's. I think it's the same fort line they built last game, right?
We'll
no,
take
he's building
a
more.
look.
He's
Yeah,
Build more.
there's
building a
no
little
forts
more.
in France right now. No forts in Spain. Very minimal forts in Italy. But let's be real, we never really see big pushes into Italy. Maybe this could be the difference. Usually, the main fighting happens in the Germany region. But we could see something different. Let's take a quick look at the dev map mode. Chat.
France red. France just completely red.
Oh,
Chat.
So bad.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on in southern France right now? If you're living in southern France, why are we not being developed?
What I don't understand is he's not deving, even though it cost him like 3, like the cheapest possible, right?
I think the only explanation is he wants to go for tech.
No, that can't be. That's insane.
no, but we might see an insane
Because I
play
think-
from Curly
Yeah.
here.
Oh my
I
god.
think the only explanation is they're trying to kill GB and they need the tech to kill GB.
Yeah.
Because
Actually
otherwise,
true.
otherwise it's just a mistake, right? You're just wasting all these points.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
mistake.
No, but they do have the navy to try and go for a kill on GB. It
Yeah.
is
It is possible.
it is possible,
Like
yeah.
France as well, you know, it hasn't even built a fort on the straits, which you would
That
usually do.
confident. I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to wait and see. War is now a couple months away. We're gonna have to see if this pays off. And there's definitely an advantage to the person who declares war. It's not a big advantage. We've seen both sides win pretty equally, whether you're the declarer or the defender. But it is an advantage, and you can see now Kaiser going to the same strategy he did last time, where he's putting a stack on every fort. Which I really like this because
Yes.
if you end up losing navy or messing up navy, at least you're prepared with an army waiting at the crossing. And Kent is a really nice place for them to cross because it's only a -1 because of crossing. And if you have a better maneuver general, it's even it's just a 0. But Norfolk is a marsh, and then it's also a flatland on Dorset. So like he's holding the straight crossing. Not the best generals for GB. He does have a 3-star over here, but it's a 6-2-3. I wouldn't really consider that a real 3-star.
No?
We
6-2-3.
It's interesting.
He's
Yeah, I
the
was
most important one right now.
6 is
I was also
fire.
gonna-
Fire is the most important. Yes, I agree. But it's just when you think
can
3-star,
be
you think like more stats on both, right?
Yeah.
They did take the tech though, so they do have the tech on them.
Dude, I mean, GB still can take the tech. He's holding Diplotech. Yeah, GB's taken both Diplotechs right now. France actually hasn't got the naval Diplotech that gives naval morale. He's
guess-
missing it.
Whoa, we can see Italy's actually really behind on Diplotech. That's not going to be good if you want to contest Navy. You need Diplotech 31 for that naval morale. And the war has been declared.
War?
Yeah, they're engaging. They're
Wait,
engaging everywhere.
2 wars!
Oh,
did-
I know.
oh, they
It's
did
because they
this
decked
again.
at the same time. That's why it happens.
Oh,
That's it. Yeah, so we have to restart.
You can maybe
hope you
roll back a
save.
month. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't have
maybe roll
autosave
back a
on,
month.
I don't think. I turned it off.
No,
Oh,
Let me see if I have something.
ask them. I'll go ask them if they have autos. Actually, does that even work?
No.
Doesn't work. Does it?
Oh,
We'd have to,
dude.
No, we have to save. We have to save it at delete the wars, right?
Yeah,
That's the only. I'll save the game. And I'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll save edit. Let me just do it so I don't have to do the save.
Okay.
Yeah.
this is gonna be the quickest game, I think.
Okay. I'll let them know.
Well, what we do have here is we are looking at GB at sea having higher morale against the other ships. He has 3 morale on the French fleet alone. That much is.
Spain didn't take the artillery fire from H ability, so
Yeah, so they literally declared on the same tick. They declared on the
Yeah.
same tick.
Habi, how are we gonna choose who's declaring the war?
coin flip.
Coin flip, yeah. I was
Coin
You
gonna
want
flip.
to
say.
do conflict?
Yeah, let's bring in both captains.
Okay. I'll drag them. I'll drag them.
Hello.
All right, so Yaksa, Lee Krieger, here's the situation. You guys literally both declared on the same tick. You both declared on the same tick. So we're going to have to do a coin flip to see whose war is the one that goes through.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound too pleased about that. I feel like a coin flip is the most equal thing we can do here. What is Yaksa saying?
Yaksa's
Heads or tails,
muted.
Yaksa? He's
Use auto click.
Man, just rehost the game.
Yeah,
Not
we are.
before, yes?
We
Yeah.
can't. We don't have.
We don't have
auto
autosave. We don't have autosave. Yeah, I removed it for game speed,
hang
but
on,
I didn't
Habi,
think this was a problem. Apparently it
I'm
is.
just gonna tell you, Habi, make it in the rules that you have to co-belligerent when you deck the war, because then it will
Okay.
pull in everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not co-build.
So, yeah, well, heads or tails is the first question for Yaksa, I guess.
Wait, who did I let choose head or tails last? It was Lickkrieger, right? So Yaksa,
Yeah.
head or tails?
Heads, man.
Heads? Alright.
Yeah.
And it's live on the stream. Heads. So that means Yaksa's war is the one that goes through.
That's really bad for the Russian side.
Yeah, that's not healthy for them. Well, all the luck to them.
Okay,
They're
so
gonna need it.
we load into the game, we let them deck the war, we all accept, and then we go. Yes?
Yes.
I don't have an autosave, that's the problem. But it's
So,
okay, I
we
can
we
delete.
take save, no?
I
we
took a
have to save.
save. I'm just deleting I'm deleting one of the wars, that's all.
Can you delete one, or do you have to delete both?
No.
Don't make me pay 5 stab, yeah?
No, you're not gonna. Okay, so
I'm afraid you're gonna have to pay up full price.
Actually, is the betting still going on? Can I bet?
is it still going on? No.
Sad. Yeah.
I'll go back then.
Yeah, we'll put you back.
Mukuba, do you want to
What-
wager how long this will last?
I don't know. Are we doing a chat rage or what are we doing?
A friendly bet, yeah.
A
Mukuba.
friendly bet. What are we betting, good friend?
Yeah, we're betting on two things, yeah.
Yeah, you're betting two
Which
things.
side is going to win and how fast, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna put my I think the house is betting against Kaiser. Sadly. Against Kaiser. So I think Kaiser's gonna lose, and I think that it's gonna take about 4 years. That's my
But
bet.
it's a team battle, Mukuba. So you're saying the Russia side will lose?
Yeah, I guess.
So are you
I'm
saying
betting.
Kaiser's getting sea line? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying he will get C-lined, and they're probably gonna win off that. And it will probably be quite fast. Is my bet. Well, what are you
believe-
betting?
I believe the Russian side because of the clear difference of force limit and eco and the deving, of course. So the French side will run out of manpower really quickly. And if Prussia or Russia get any troops there, they can hold for a long time.
But can
Really
they
long
hold for
time.
long enough? That's the question.
For
'cause,
them to bankrupt, yes. Unless they send the whole army there. That's a different problem.
But that's probably what you're gonna be looking at. You're probably gonna be looking at them sending the whole army, or at least a big portion that's gonna.
Okay,
Put a
Habi's done
dent in
the,
it.
Habi's
Yeah, Habibi is going to get the door.
Hey, I'll close browser.
It's going to be an interesting. Okay, we gotta take here from. I'm gonna read Twitch chat since he's gone. From Deadly Taunt, he says it's unfair because Russia's side is fucked up and they win and they benefit from it.
In what way?
Well, what do you mean? Like, because you can see they're going for Sea Lion. I don't know Deadly Taunt. Like anybody with a brain can see from the ideas.
It was on
what
the
they are
same
going
tick. It was on the same tick.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in
don't
the
think-
rules that you have to co-belligerent, which I'm putting now.
for. Yeah.
You must.
So like, I wouldn't say that they're
co-belligerent.
benefiting from knowing they're gonna do a Sea
Hardcore.
Lion. Also, we don't know if they're going for a Sea Lion. It's not like they've told us. We're just assuming that's what they're
Oh
going
my
for.
god.
Okay, I'm adding
Well, that's
that.
true.
Why?
Could be-
At
Could be
4v4
true.
captains, new rule.
Yeah, I mean, all signs is pointing
You
towards the sea line,
must
but who knows?
co-belligerent start a
Could be an
war.
elaborate ruse.
All right, and then I'm putting ID. There we go.
It must be Houdini.
ID is up in
Habibi,
4v4
Habibi.
captains. What's up?
Who was the coin flip roll in favor of?
The coin flip is in favor of what's his name? Yaksa.
Technically, it should be in favor of us regardless because we are all vassal, so we can't hold the call to arms. They can. If we deck on same day, or even if we deck earlier, if they hold the call to arms, they can still deck a separate war.
Okay,
So
Baba.
that's
Take care.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to my dad. Yeah. No. No. Either way, you all would join. If you white piece from the other war, you guys just all automatically join. Either way.
Okay.
So.
So are we losing our war goal?
No, you have your war goal,
Oh,
but
okay.
there's now a
Okay.
new rule. There's now a new rule for future games. In order, you must co-belligerent all targets when you declare the war. Okay, that's a new rule.
Why
And if-
why did they not get called in?
Because you didn't call a co-belligerent.
Yeah, but aren't they in a coalition? Shouldn't they all join anyway?
They held the
Um,
call to arms.
Did
Yeah.
they rival each other? Because if that's the reason, then they did that to themselves because
they
they're
didn't
trying to
rival
get
each
power
other.
projection.
They didn't rival each other.
Okay.
I think it's because of call to arms. They didn't accept instantly.
It just
Gotcha.
happened on the same tick. You both started your wars at the same
Gotcha.
tick, so they didn't even get the option to get call to arms
It's crazy.
because it's
Habibi, what do you
literally.
think? We can pull this off, dog? Do we pull this off, Habibi?
And are you guys 6 now? Are you guys 6 players now?
No,
No.
Evil Sarkane's leaving. He's a doomer.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
fucking crybaby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dude, we're
Much dependent on if they get the channel. Because if they get the channel, then the eco's fixed. 'Cause they can get all the trades.
I
Give
won't
us a
say
sub.
that. It's
No, yeah,
normally,
we are loading in. We are loading in. I think
normally
so.
friends without English channel can like, get 600, 700 eco. A really good player will get like 800, right? But you need to get lucky with the advance.
I think my PR is 950, but you can get it up to around 800. Yeah, a
You
decent
mean
friend should
kilo?
always get it
In
up to it.
kilograms?
No, I mean in
How much you
dollars.
weigh?
No, not now. 950.
It's because of the declaration on the same tick, it kind of bugged the wars. From now on, though, we're gonna have a rule to avoid this happening again. It is you cannot co-belligerent, dude. I have ledgers on. I forgot the ledger on.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, you can see anyway. Yusuf
Yeah.
literally will get out a calculator and check favors. Like, it's fine.
I mean, they
I
can
don't know,
make
Gandalf.
mistakes, no?
Yeah, I don't think it's the biggest detriment. A lot of these people
No.
are. We have two bright teams. Curly is known to be good at math. They will probably be able. Is that the real Sirkane this time?
Yeah, it's not evil Sarkane. It's normal Sarkane. Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
Check that you can get the other guy. as well.
4. No, he doesn't want to play,
Okay,
Which
cool.
guy?
so it's still 5v5.
I won't even join if it's 6 people because they don't need me clearly.
I don't know. It should still be a 5v5. Why? Did he say why he didn't wanna, or is he
Why?
tired?
Evil Sarkane was just saying they're gonna lose, and he doesn't want to play.
I understand.
Well, it's good to keep it off the CV if you have that man. So they have tapped in the real Sirkane. He's not as evil, so
What are we
that might
missing?
work in their favor.
hang on, so
Launch is here.
We got 2 co-op. We got 2 Spain co-ops. We're not missing it.
No,
Ready?
everybody should be here. Yep, it's gonna be interesting to see how these battles go.
Yeah. I mean, these naval battles are pretty much going to decide the war, like off the bat.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
They should.
the war goal has been decided here. It's going to go to the French side. The war goals for GB take Cork.
So clearly they are heavily investing on killing GB. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that battle at the coast of Holland.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, France is just holding there. They're not actually trying to win. The Spanish are the
GB
ones who do the
Okay, he has
damage.
the engagement with, but GB is trying to hold here, and they're waiting to do the
Spain has
crossing.
both-
Spain's
Spain has
losing the
both
left.
H20s. Spain's winning the
Oh!
win middle though, but
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, but
he's
they,
in
they lost the 2 other ones.
oh, I mean,
He's
yeah,
cycling.
He's cycling.
So right now, GB has lost less ships though. That I will say that it's about around 2-1.
Okay, around 2-1, a little bit
he's
less than that.
re-engaging.
Oh,
Oh,
no, that was a terrible
Hey!
engagement right there. That was a good snipe. The way he's engaging with no
They're going
morale.
in?
That's terrible engagement though. What he's just done.
yeah, low morale boats just sit there until they get sunk,
You
doing
need to get out
nothing.
of that battle.
Oh, he's just losing so many ships there. Okay, so he made a good play and then followed up with a bad play. But GB,
Yeah.
like, this is really
oh,
scary
actually,
for
no,
him.
hang on. He's doing.
my God.
He's doing what I was doing, where you just put light ships there, so you get the notification when they get sunk, so you can react and move your navy.
Nice.
That's pretty smart.
Spain doesn't have the cannon privilege, so it doesn't have plus 20 cannons.
And
Oy.
Prussia
That is
is shipping.
insane.
Prussia is also now shipping troops to the UK, in anticipation.
Okay.
He does have
He does.
something.
And so, meanwhile, as well, Russia has taken a fort in the Rhineland right now. Beirut was a really important fort. Woodlands fort.
Yeah, that is-
You have to really think though that this diptech is a blunder on the Italy player, because if Italy was in here, they probably could break GB right now. GB is low on
Yeah.
sailors, and they got to put on the pressure right now. And you can see even France is just drilling his whole army. I think they were really banking on this fast war on Britain play. And if they can't get on Britain, it's just over. That's the problem with this Britain war goal.
Yeah.
Like, you're basically determining that this is going to be a fast game. Either you win really
Yeah.
fast or you lose really fast. And if they can't break Britain's navy, it's lose really fast.
The
That's
Russians
why.
have that's a fort in Westphalia.
True. That's why, like, I didn't deck for GB when I decked. I decked for something in Germany.
Yeah.
If you look, we focus to the land metrics. We're actually looking at the Equalon cannons, but the the French side is actually down
Outnumbered.
750,000 men in the field. So
Yeah.
we
I mean,
could be looking.
the out ecoed and the outmend. Like this is not gonna go very well for them if they can't make anything happen navally.
Actually, only losing
Why are the
6,000.
numbers so different? When we were watching the same team, Lickkrieger's team against Polska Grom, we were seeing like million more on both sides.
Yeah.
They went heavy early on Habibi,
Well,
that's why.
no, I think it's because they weren't really filing that much, so they could afford to build more troops because
Oh.
they weren't wasting the manpower filing.
Yeah, then you can just tell by wait, why is he doing this? France is attritioning 40k a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, he's just sitting in
Yeah.
Paris with 350k men, like for no reason. He's just doing it to drill them, but you're already full drilled. Like you can just split up at this point. There's no reason to drill anymore.
Oh, he deleted the a stack
Oh
for
my god.
Paris.
200k just gone like that.
Well, they
Oh,
did return to the
Yeah, he's
manpower pool.
he gets those men back, but that's just wasting money, no?
Yeah.
He's less over limit now.
Yeah.
Though halfway. He's halfway on loans.
More
France
than
is
halfway,
directly-
2/3.
No, he's over. He's over.
Yeah,
halfway.
2/3 of the way to bankruptcy on
Like,
France.
This is basically over. If they
France-
don't
No,
make-
I mean, we shouldn't call it already. 'Cause
No,
he
no,
is
don't
about
call
to
it,
take
don't
the
call it,
Diplo
yeah.
tech.
No, I'm not calling it. I'm saying if they don't make a naval play, I think it's over.
They have to
France
make a naval
still
play.
Yeah.
They're building up to do a naval play in Italy also. So
I think
they are
Italy
building on ships.
prioritizing deving though was a mistake. Like he got maybe 50 eco from deving Diplo, where he could have just had both naval techs.
And it's not like his economy is crazy either. It's 240 ducat
No.
income. I mean, Austria alone is 2 Italies.
Yeah. I mean, even Putiling, Italy, I think had more income than this.
Pucci is a pretty decent and experienced player, so he does know how to do eco properly. We're looking at a huge
Wait.
naval build-up again.
Yep. I will say though, both sides have done good exploring though. Like I'm looking up Spain, they can see most of the world. GB can see most of the world, and of course that means they're all sitting at 100 naval condition. So
It could be that maybe Kaiser
Actually-
has the balls to do a little Russian and check in on the on the stacks
Yeah.
drilling.
actually, sorry, no, I stand corrected. Italy actually hasn't explored, so Italy is sitting on 35 naval condition. Let's look at France. Yeah, France is at 89. So Italy is kind of destroying the naval game right now.
If you look at the ticking war score, it will rest at 31. So they do still have to take some more battles and more forts to be able to really
Sure.
sit back.
I
And
mean, the
we're-
thing is, you don't. As the Russian side, you don't have to do anything here. You can just sit here.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Russia's gonna do. France's plan has been completely blundered. They were gonna go for the fast play on United Kingdom, but they lost the naval confrontation in the beginning. If Italy was able to contest, he did the explorations, had 100 navy tradition, wasn't behind 2 diplotechs, maybe they could have made this play work and go for the fast win. But as it stands, Russia's now also pushing in the south, and
Oh.
they're going to actually take an engagement using the Spanish cannons. They are using Spanish cannons on every single stack, which is really nice to see, except for like maybe one stack
However-
that isn't.
3-3 general versus 7-5 on the Russian side. Like, this is not going to go well, even if it is a minus one.
It's a -1, but they do have the discipline on them, 13
it's-
And the
discipline.
cannon's gone.
Yeah, they already lost the battle pretty much.
Oh no, because the Italians are coming in here pretty
No,
swiftly.
no, he's
cannons.
not making it. He's not making it.
Oh, he's not.
And Russia's rushing the fort, but he doesn't
Oh,
get it.
okay,
He doesn't get
that's
it.
He's caught.
I mean, it's still 3-3 general. Like Spain needs a better general. He's the one who does the damage. He
Yeah,
needs to be re-rolling using the estate privilege.
he needs
Maybe we will see
generals.
some, okay.
General's not looking good on the Spain right now, and he needs those good generals. Well, they need someone with really good generals to be in the front line, sharing the generals, attaching them. But you know,
He's got a 6 fire, but he's not using it.
They're rushing another fort.
France is actually pushing in the north. They're stalling
Yeah.
Nuremberg. They're not getting it though. Prussia has actually managed to stop them.
But this is where it could bite the French side in the ass that they did not build up a fort line here.
Yeah.
I've-
This is why I feel like forts aren't that expensive. Like if you look at Italy right now, Italy is spending 36 ducats on forts. Like that's not a lot for having forts in every province. that
And you can
possibly
see
have.
that this France has so little invested into his men right now. He's paying 200 ducats in interest. He's 20 loans away. France is 20 loans away from bankruptcy. Let that sink in real quick. 20 loans from bankruptcy, and we've only been in 2 years of war. How do they sustain this war? There's no subsidized tech going around, and they're not breaking the navy.
Well, it's going to be an interesting, I think it might be a game-deciding fight here in Wassenberg, because if they do lose Wassenberg, they will be looking at ticking up towards 40. So,
Overcommitting a lot.
they are cycling battles. That is good here.
Yeah. Of course, you do that so they're overstacked with way less morale than you, so you actually can win the battle, even though you are outnumbered.
I think it will take a little more than that, because now Lücke is... Oh, he's not rushing Istria?
Yeah.
We've seen some complaints about generals
on
on
the
the Russian side.
I mean, they're saying this right now, but they've still got a 7 fire. Like, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, like they out general them by 2 pips. 2 pips in fire, which at this stage of the game is massive. And you're seeing this in the battle.
He's going for a deep stroke on the Anspach, but he didn't catch them there.
I think that he was trying to wipe 1k stacks, and because of that, they lose 20 prestige.
And also, each province in the Rhine that's losing is about 1 or 2 loans. So we were seeing this last night. Like the Rhine bankrupted before everyone else.
I'm not gonna go into Warrior Sims VC, guys. I can go into funny funnies, but I don't want to. I'm afraid that I go into VC and there's something not so PC being said in the street and there's but funny guys.
I can check it for you if you want.
No, it's fine, let's take a listen.
Killing them, no?
Yes, we are killing them.
Yeah, we go for it. Fuck it.
Can we assault mid-battle?
Dude, I've slaughtered 800 mil and we get nothing. I can't believe it.
Look alike.
No. But what did they say, Habibi? Was it? Are they cheering?
No, the Lickkrieger is pissed off at his teammates.
Like I thought, he's a screamer.
Yeah, he's saying that that they're doing insane casualties and they're getting nothing off of it, which I don't necessarily agree with. I feel like they're winning super hard right now. I feel like they're winning super hard. Yeah, like they're not pushing Giga, but
I feel like they just don't know how much they're winning right now.
Yeah,
I think that I have to come in with a different opinion on this. I don't think that they are. I would have given it Lücke. Like they're not really pushing. They're not pushing in Italy. They're not going up the north. Kaiser is doing nothing to invade France with no forts. I would say that this is. You could seize Paris from this. You could like really amp up the pressure, but they aren't really getting a lot of value over
So
this.
I'm gonna try and go in the head right now. I think they're not trying to push as much because they have the war goal and they know they don't have to do anything because they're already at positive war score.
But the captain of Funny wants them to push harder now. We heard that immediately in the VC. He wants them to push. He wants this to be a quick one. So and they're gonna win this battle. If the others aren't gonna reinforce, there's still a lot of stacks that come. GB's coming in, cut in Augsburg, and they're rushing the fort on Augsburg.
Oh, they got it.
They got it. There's the stacks.
Anspach.
Yeah, I mean this is
Intal. They don't go for it, but there's a lot of troops. There's a lot of battles going here. You can see Russia's just putting the pressure. Russia's putting the pressure. Lickkrieger.
Are they going to reinforce? They retreat instead.
Yeah, France now building more troops.
Yeah, France is finally being forced back into gear. That is good.
Is it good?
Ezekiel got worse. Ezekiel got worse.
Got 20 loans. He's got less than 20 loans left. Like he's got like 2 years.
18
he doesn't have
loans.
the paper blessing. Doesn't have the paper blessing for Interspanum.
I mean, to take that. What else can he do? Let's see.
I mean, he can delete the churches and rebuild them, but then he's gonna go even more in minus income.
Yeah. I mean,
You can cycle the church, not cycle, but you can take the
Oh,
tax from the church.
oh, there's the navy again, navy again, navy again. Too many boats on the Spanish side. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean,
That it's a little bit too much. You got, let's see. Oh, they win the battle, but they're getting cycled, and now they don't they can't cycle. Look, there's so many boats that are in the battle.
I don't think it's even enough though, because even if you win navy, you can just put your ships in port and just stack wipe if you try and cross.
At this point, I will just ask, who will cross when you win the naval battle? That's what I'm gonna ask. Who's gonna cross? But France is moving people into cross. So maybe that question will be answered.
But there's so many troops on GB still that can just reinforce and stack wipe you. Like,
Really choosing galleys? I'm sorry, but what?
But yeah, you can see France is trying to cross right now.
He's not allowed to. They are not allowing it. But we are looking at some pretty serious battles.
They're pushing so hard into Rhineland. They're so hard into the Rhineland.
This is how it's
Italy's
done,
here.
This is how it's done.
Italy is there, but Italy still doesn't have dip tech. He's still on dip tech 29. Dude, I feel like he's been still deving. Italy's still been deving. He's still deving dip.
He makes he's making 8 dip a month. He hasn't even got level 5 advisor or level 4 advisor on dip.
And it's an uncon
already.
Are they uncon?
Look, guys, I caught it. Yeah, I caught it.
That was a lucky fluke game. I think it was a lucky fluke game. There's still many more to go. I think the next one will be
Drazi man.
a lot harder.
If you're gonna be this biased, the entire cast, we're gonna have Ezzy to leave.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but we saw the clear difference in experience, didn't we?
I think there was just it was just a fluke blunder. I think it was a fluke blunder.
Okay, if you guys believe that,
it's a best of 3. It's a best of 3.
I will shut up about it then. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think France just got overwhelmed with just not having a goal.
And that is true. And they can change that up for the next one because there's a lot to learn from a loss. There's the most to learn from a loss.
Yeah, and I actually think
from a victory.
I've said this before. You know, sometimes when you're playing in these competitive games, it's a lot better to just like give up early rather than drag it out and lower your team's morale. Just like reset, mentally reset. Just go, okay, we lost that one. We made mistakes. Okay, let's go into the 5v5 map because that's what we're doing now. We now go into the 5v5 map.
And like you said, there's no point wasting energy on a game that you know you're gonna lose anyway, most likely.
Well, I would say it is also really unfortunate for them that they had to swap out the Italy player. I'm sure because Serkan was really trying to amp up in on the Navy after he took it over.
Yeah.
It was a little bit too late then, but a lot of the points that Habibi also called out, that if he had explored, if he had actually gotten the metrics up properly, then we would be seeing a way different outcome, I think, from the DB invasion strategy. So it is far from that simple.
Do you want the captains up for the draw?
Let me get in the captains. I'll do that right now. Okay, guys, we're playing on the 5v5 map. So, Yaksa, you can pick the side on the 5v5 map. Which side do you want to pick, Protestant or Catholic?
France team, man. France team.
Okay.
That's Protestant.
That's Protestant side. Okay, sounds good. Lobby is up. I'm gonna put the code right now.
Not the 5v5.
Yeah, I see that. There's gonna be a difference.
So are you not confident in the 5v5 then?
Half our team hasn't played it.
So maybe we can see a turnaround then. Like, I'll move it.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. That is, it's gonna be way different with this one.
And this is the first time.
Will be changed up.
Yeah, this is the first time you've seen this map.
This is the first time in the tournament the 5v5 map gets played. I mean, it's getting played by people, but all of the round of 8 matches were on the 4v4 map. So this is the first time we're going to see people playing on the 5v5. And it's Catholics versus Protestants, the 13 years war. And if we look quickly here on the sides, let me just quickly grab on this nation. The Protestant side is France, the Protestant League, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, England versus Catholic League, Austria, Italy, Commonwealth, Spain. What side do you guys prefer in this one?
So when I was playing it, I think I thought the Commonwealth side was stronger, but this was before the changes that Sweden made. So I'm not sure how it plays now. I haven't played out.
It's not that much different.
No, I don't think it's that much different.
I think the major difference of the 5v5 and the 4v4, there's 2 major differences, I'll say. The first is you don't have co-ops, especially since Yaxa's team doesn't want to play with 6 players. And that's up to them, okay? The 6 player is optional. Yaxa's team doesn't want to play with the 6 players, so there's going to be one nation without a co-op. The second thing is that on this map is you have 4 ideas instead of 8 ideas.
Yeah, it's going to be more based on ideas. Ideas are going to be much more important in this game, I think. So you can't get away with picking like one wrong idea here.
Yeah.
It will definitely be interesting seeing what will play out in this one. But we're looking at an isolated Spain though in a lot of senses. So
yeah, I mean
it
they
will
can
be
still
interesting.
cross. They can still get to Spain. By
No, I mean yeah, but if you know what you're doing, you can really put the screw on Spain and really knock him out. So I think Curly is probably an expert on that, and they do have Yaksha as well, who's probably going to be able to.
They've got Danker's Spain. It's esports.
Well, we're going to see. Like Abu Dhabi hasn't really been playing a solo nation this entire tournament.
No co-ops on this one. No co-ops on this one.
So you're looking at a co-op that actually has to manage on his own, and he will implement his vision. So I think that's probably going to play in Curly's and the others' favor if they know where to pinpoint and pressure people properly here. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. We're looking at some accusations. Yaksa with the troll team now is his name, and they're calling each other throwers. But I think if they really log in on the mental, they're probably going to be able to actually bring it back here.
Yeah, they need to mentally reset. I don't think you mentally reset by changing your name to Yaksa W Troll Team
I don't think
and flaming your own team. I thought that was the enemy team flaming them. I was like, why are they flaming so hard? Like, chill out. Like, little bit of BM is fine, but he's literally just saying easy 2-0. But it's his own team. He's talking about his own team. They're going to get 2-0'd.
We could also be looking at him trying to do mind games on both us and Funny. Yeah. This might be what they're aiming for. Curly is known to be devious and a little bit trollish, so that might be what they're going for here as well.
Right, we have everyone's in. It's going to be interesting this game because there's no co-ops. It's just everyone's on their own nation. And the Curly once again is playing France, so he's the only one who's basically got the same nation.
Okay, ready up. Everyone go observer. Ready up.
House.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see. There's going to be a couple more differences.
Yeah. So I think this one we should probably pay attention to more to the ideas that they're picking.
All right, 5 minutes to pick their ideas. So for the people that don't know, I'm just gonna quickly cover this again. When you start the game, you click your one mission, which is the build-up phase. Which for 10 years you get 50 construction time, 50 construction cost, 10 construction time, 20 dev cost, 20 goods produced, 60 expand infrastructure cost modifier, and then for 1 day you get 90% idea cost, which is unfortunately the max amount of idea cost you can get. But yeah, like that allows them to pick out their ideas. And like we were saying, in this map, when on the 5v5 map, since it's 200 years earlier than the 4v4 map, you only get 4 idea groups. So you really need to pick the right idea groups. Wait a second, something already that I noticed. England only picked 1 mill idea. Immediately seeing something very interesting here. And France still deciding his idea groups. That's not a good sign to see.
Oh, I see. So England's doing a cannon build, I think. Yeah, he's doing it so he gets the policies over the actual mill idea. So he gets more policies with offense. That's why. So he gets 2 cannon policies and he gets an artillery fire policy. So he's policy maxing instead of going with like quality ideas.
You think it's worth?
It could be definitely. I mean, what other idea gives cannon bonuses here? Like the quality is the only one I can think of.
Let me do a quick introduction here. All right. So right now it is 1-0. And it's Warrior Sim on France. One second, actually, let me just quickly, before I do the intro, and I'll do that again, because I have to change this. Warrior Sim 0, Catholic League, no, Protestant League. All right, so here we are. Ready, seeing some interesting things here. We are in match 2. Oh, okay. Did I put that in the rules? I forgot to put it in the rules.
What?
This.
Habibi, I'm from the Catholic side. Just wanted to make sure if they're releasing client states, the 1/4 per state thing's still there, right?
Yes.
Because this is a bug in the mod. If you release many client states, you can have more than 1/4 per state. You can have infinite ports, basically. Just make sure.
Write that. Please just write that in the chat. Write that. Habibi says that you can only still have 1 per state. Okay, we're seeing something different here.
Thank you.
Should we just not allow release subjects?
Yeah, it is pretty much just
I
a
mean,
high
it's,
end
yeah, I
meta
mean, it's
abuser.
basically it's kind of an exploit because you can build ramparts in each one of them, right?
It's not kinda. It is an exploit.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
I mean,
there's any debate here. Only people that sweat and abuse to the T use that stuff. Yeah, question marks instantly incoming.
I believe it should be a restart because Sweden
Yeah.
ideas are now pretty bad because of it. Because we expected that we
Well,
can have
no, don't restart
many,
for that. It's
goals.
common sense.
It is kind of an exploit. Okay.
It is.
So who's on Sweden? Okay, I really don't want to get
Ramsey.
into a shouting match, but I feel like this is gonna turn into a shouting match.
Do you want to?
So hey Ramsey, this if building the fort and rampart in every single province is considered an exploit, since the intended thing of the mod is 1 fort per state. We added new rule after
my
this
God.
match that
My
you
whole-
cannot release subjects. Do you want us to just quickly restart?
Please, so I can do another build.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna have
Sorry
to
about
restart.
that.
Have
Those
4v4
provinces-
captains, new rule. I was supposed to add this rule. I feel like a fool right now. Steven told me about it.
Yeah, it's good practice, but it is known. It is known.
Maybe I have a question. Are you going to ban selling lands too?
Selling land.
Because if you sell land, you can still have multiple forts in states.
Okay, no selling provinces to anyone.
Because me
New
used to
rule.
thinking about people could just sell.
New rule. No selling provinces to anyone. All right, let me host.
These min maxes.
We nipped it in the bud before it became too problematic, too big of a thing. Quick restart doesn't hurt anybody. Good for the gander.
Okay, this is not a new rule, but going around the fort rule of the mod, which is 1 fort per state, by either selling land to an ally or releasing subjects, is technically an exploit. So I'm not generating new rules, I'm just making it more clear. You know, in early iterations of 4v4 Arena, I proposed the idea of no forts. It was messy. And matches were so quick.
Because you'd win one battle, right? And you'd half occupy.
Yeah, you would win one battle, then you would chase the army, force march, chase the army to go stack wipe them.
Do we make it like pre-forts, like when it was every single province?
No, that would be so horrible. National idea, check out new nations. I'll do that when we get in. Is everyone in of the observers? Yeah, you guys are all in. Okay. So yeah, it was basically you do 7 years of build up for like half a year of war.
Yeah, I can see those games run down pretty quickly.
Yeah, Ledger's not off.
you can
Ledger's
fix that
locked.
right now.
Ledger's
Okay.
locked. I already did that.
Victory
Habibi
cards is
blink
off.
once
Yeah.
within the next year if EU5 comes out within this year. I don't know that information.
Yeah, just quickly turn webcam off. No reason. Is anyone else GM for this, by the way? Because Berlis is asking.
Anyone else is a GM?
Yeah, as in for the tournament.
No.
Okay, so it's just Happy. I'll tell him. See, he wants to go. He wants to go off the rules after the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, this is basically like
think
a
we
test
need to
run for
review.
the season. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just practice. Like everything, we just need to like, sit down and talk about what the mod needs and then what the rules need.
What are we waiting for?
Nobody.
Nobody, right? Yeah.
No, we're waiting for Sweden.
Oh yeah.
They're switching the Sweden player again. Evil Circade's back. What is going on? What is going on with this team today? Let's quickly talk about this map. One very big difference on this map is that France and England are on the same side. So there's only one way to sea lion England from the get-go, and it's through the Protestant League. No, actually, not even. There's no way to sea lion him day one, huh?
It's impossible.
It's impossible, yeah. So England doesn't have to worry about his islands as much as in the 4v4.
I went in there and the first thing they said was, "Are you spying?"
What do you mean? Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really care who wins. I just want interesting games.
We
Yeah.
want good content, and I think that we are going to get it with this one. The 5v5 has a lot more to give when it comes to different fronts and really being on your toes when it's about combat and being present mentally. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I
it's gonna be a
definitely
fun one.
found this one more enjoyable to play. I think the consensus is as well.
Why is it more enjoyable?
It's just more stuff going on. I think it's not just one static front most of the time because you're constantly having to move places and places because you want to push different people all the time. It's just like rotating, like in like League, you want to rotate, go somewhere else.
Yeah. A chatter says the tournament will be really cool with custom nation and ideas. These nations basically have custom nation ideas. I'll show you soon. Gamble. I don't like gambling until we're in the game. Yeah, look, let's zoom into Sealand's house.
Where is Sealand's house?
Although, yeah, it's quite lovely. He does have quite a lovely garden as well.
I'm
this
forgetting where Estonia is.
It's the
It's
northern one.
Rival Nava Dopar.
Okay, yeah, here. I'm guessing he's
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
yeah, definitely.
Right here. That's his house. That's Sealand's house right
Yeah.
here.
So I'm expecting a Estonia slot for next tournament.
Gamble on how many
It
times
should-
NA
yeah.
comp switch players? I don't think NA comp will switch players. I think they're gonna come with full 6 and send it. It's Yaxa's team, Warrior Sim that is. Can each player choose their own unique ideas? No, they can't. I don't know even know. Well, on the other versions of the 1v1 and the 2v2, there's something like that. And 1v1, yeah, you choose basically the nation that you are. That's not a thing in the 4v4 and 5v5 because it's way harder to balance. But it's something that in the future I want to do. Navy seems one-sided on this map. It's not as important on this map, I would say. How would you feel about a 3v3v3? That could be cool for like fun, but it's not really,
Yeah.
it doesn't really work for like tournaments, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't actually think it is that unbalanced with Navy. Spain and Italy are one side, and then you have England and Denmark on the other.
And Sweden.
And Sweden. So it is like 3-2. But the ideas are different
Yeah, I mean, I still think that Denmark has a better navy.
than anyone.
I mean,
Well, just that they would give credit to, you know.
Yeah, I think Italy has really good Navy ideas.
Yeah, but I think it's still galley focused, no?
yes, it is.
Like, I mean, are you really gonna be using galleys that much?
I mean, yeah, where
I
else are
guess
they going to go?
Baltic. I guess Baltic.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna? But how are you getting to the Baltic? It's only
I
one
mean,
sea
for
down.
defensive purposes, because the connection between Spain and Italy is through islands here. There's a France blocking them. So we can look at the sides here. All right, while this is going on, while we're waiting for this guy, I'm going to go make coffee real quick. There's a problem with free-for-alls, okay? There's a problem with free-for-alls. Free-for-alls usually end up with one guy getting ganked and then becoming just like a 2v2 anyways. All right, I'm going to start. I'm still making coffee because I had to clean my coffee maker. I'm going to go in here. All right, I'm starting. I'm starting, guys. I'm starting. I'm starting,
Habibi, can we restart? I accidentally canceled my mill idea.
Brother, no.
God
What?
damn it.
What?
Dude, we've never played this mod, bro. I didn't know what to fucking select. It's okay. It's only one. It's only one. I'm only one idea off. It's
Yeah, only like 400 points.
It's only 400 points, dude. Fuck, dude. I've never played this mod before.
It's only one idea off.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm sorry, but like no, we already restarted.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I am speechless.
They made a mistake. Yeah,
What?
he took the idea and then canceled it because he realized it was bad for him, and then took it again. And you don't get refunded everything, even though you're 90% off. So you're one idea off. So it's not the end of the world. You know, it's 400, and this map is not 3 dev everywhere.
It's 4 death everywhere now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
So-
still 100 death clicks. He's gone down the drain.
Well, Curly does have 100 death clicks or 200 to spare on this one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be as big of a. My hope is you will actually dev a lot this time. Though.
I think Curly has the dev game on lock.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting to see what Yaxa has to pull out.
So yeah, I'm assuming when Habi gets back, he's going to do a nation review, right?
Yeah, we will leave that to him.
Mukub, I have a question for you. Why do you think people run the morale advisor day one?
It's for the tech cost event. So you won that early game, saves you points. and
Yeah,
the
well,
more
it's good
points
for for newbie explanations for the people who are new to the mod in the chat. But yeah, you run it for the tech cost event. Yeah,
Develop mill.
I'm seeing a lot of ships
But
coming.
yeah,
out
I'm not
here.
seeing. I'm not seeing anything abnormal. I'd say about anything else.
No, it's gonna be interesting to see how Kaiser performs on his classic little Austria. It's gonna be a fun game.
I'm actually
His
surprised
first
he's
time
not
playing.
playing his home country of Denmark. So really
Well, he
unfortunate.
is
On the other
originally.
team, but yeah, probably very
Yeah,
upset about that.
I don't think so at all. He's quite he is half German after all, so he is more at home.
so
I think.
so he's really a traitor then. To the,
Yeah,
to the-
so
yeah.
he's just returning to his
Okay.
roots, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting leg with the radical reforms early on.
So interesting. Italy's currently wasting manpower. He's not building troops. Anyone else? That France is building. Planet's building. England's building. Denmark's building. Sweden's building. And yeah, so Italy's just the only one wasting manpower right now. So this could be a classic case of Yusuf Lane effects right now. Is he building buildings yet? No, he's not building buildings. What is Yusuf doing? I mean, like I'm looking at Italy right now. There's no buildings going on. Okay, now he's building. It's waking up.
I think he was waiting for the levy church tax blessing, right? For the construction cost. He wants to have 90.
I mean, shouldn't you already have that? I feel like you start with that, no?
What do you mean? 90 construction cost?
Yeah, you start with the construction cost.
It's not 90 immediately.
Oh, you're saying it's not like the other one where you have infinite. Okay, that makes more sense then.
I mean, the other one isn't infinite either, to be honest.
Lots of English troops flooding in.
Yeah.
Already? That's early.
Yeah, it's 120k, 140k.
Not even
Almost
being
at,
here.
almost at force limit.
Yeah, I mean, this war starts. Let me just check real quick.
7 years, like always.
Yeah, it's 1618 is when the war starts.
You believe it's worth it? 2 cannon stacks.
To build early? Yeah, well, he doesn't have a lot of manpower and he wants to save that, right? Like, you don't want to go. You don't want to be like Italy right now.
But
He's
2
way
cannon
worse than that.
stacks? So expensive early on.
Well, he's gonna.
I think that is a mistake, though.
I mean, he's doing artillery build.
Yeah, but early on, like building cannons is bad for eco.
I think he's doing the right play on this one. I think it's the right move.
But at the end of the day, like he's not going to be building that much infantry anyway.
He'll have, I think Lucas' side is gonna be in for quite a surprise on this one. Mental,
I think it's going to come down to the mental. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
mental has also come down, I think. But Intrepid and Kaiser are really, even Yusef are really gonna be in for a treat of a gem of a game here, I think.
Not Abu Dhabi?
I've already given my take on Abu Dhabi this game, but I think he's already he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be as relevant. I think they're gonna pretty much ice him off. You can see the English stacks already moving to position to really.
I mean, are they? Let's see if they put them on the board. I mean, right now, yeah, they're putting them on the board. I think that's a mistake already, in my opinion. You're already showing your hand.
Is going back again?
Yeah, because you can see him.
Steal maps.
You can see him. No, you don't need to steal maps like that. But yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
in
know
my
why.
opinion, you just hide your troops until the day of the war, and that's when you go.
I don't know where he's going.
He was having a siesta in Spain. He's come back now.
Yeah, he's back.
He came straight back. He just walked, flexed, and came back.
Well, flexing off his best general in his army, his 3, 4,
bearing
3, 2.
chest. That's just Bernus' messaging me. How dare you?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Does Habibi need to go through the age abilities? They're quite different.
Yeah, he's probably
he
gonna
will
go
be
through
back.
ideas,
He just came back and then left again. He's probably gonna be back in a moment.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we'll leave the good content for him. We'll see how it plays out here. Luca is unfamiliar to playing on Cap Nations or even on the Eastern Seaboard generally. It's gonna be
I
interesting
remember
to
Nicky
see how he
playing
performs.
Commonwealth multiple times.
So if I'm correct, the Commonwealth and France are the carriers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But can he carry? I don't know. That's gonna be the interesting question to ask you.
Yeah.
We're seeing Kaiser take attrition in a bad position
also,
as usual.
this build-up phase is going to be a bit different because there's not as much construction time as there is in the other one, so you can't build buildings as fast. So we're seeing menus are taking the normal time basically to build, which is 5 years.
They're not pulling out the 5-5-4.
All right.
2.
Sorry about that, guys, but someone used my coffee maker and didn't clean it afterwards, so I had to fully clean it.
Yeah, that's that. It happens.
And I really need the coffee to keep going after what just happened. But let's quickly introduce the players. We're getting closer to war here, huh? The mod starts at 1611.
We got 5 years.
5 years. Oh, we got 5 years to war. Or 5 years we've gone through the game.
5 years to war. We got 18 is when it starts.
Okay, 18 is when it starts. All right, so let's introduce the players on the left side. Well, actually, technically, it's top and bottom side on this one. On the north side, we have the Protestant League. We have the players Curly versus Curly on France, Yaxa on Yaxia double W troll. Is that just Yaxa?
Yeah.
So that's their captain who made his name Yaxa W Troll Team.
Yeah.
Yaxa W Troll Team on Protestant League, Sir Kane on Denmark, Norway, Ramsey on Sweden, and Fry on England. On the south, the Catholic League, we have Intrepid on Catholic League. We have Kaiser on Austria. We have their captain Lee Krieger on Commonwealth. We have Yusuf on Italy. And we have Abu Dhabi or Abu Abbas or Denkis Abu Dabikas brother Dankas Abu Dhabikas on the south. So it's funny on Commonwealth and the Catholic League, and Yax's team Warrior Sim on the Protestant League. I'm gonna quickly look through the ideas because we didn't do this. We didn't look at the ideas. We looked at the ideas of the other nations in the 4v4, but let's just quickly, I'm gonna quickly go through the ideas. Spain is very similar to the 4v4. I think it's exactly the same, no?
A bit more death costs.
A bit more
it's
dev cost.
very similar.
15 morale, 1 artillery fire, 5 discipline, 10 artillery combat ability, 3 yearly people influence, courier power cost minus 50, tech cost minus 10, reinforce speed 30, heavy ship combat ability, naval morale damage 15, dev cost 15, goods produce 15, sailors 20, naval force limit 15. Italy, 20 dev cost, 20 goods produce, 35 construction time, 30 galley combat ability, 33 naval force limit, 33 reduced damage from morale from reserves, 20 manpower recovery speed, minus 20 shock damage received, plus 10 morale of armies, 0.5 infantry fire, 5 discipline. Austria, 20 morale, 5 discipline, 1 monthly diplomatic power, 33 land force limit, 33 manpower, 33 fort defense, 50 garrison damage, 33 reinforced speed, 33 recovery army morale speed, 10 construction costs, 10 tech costs, 33 regiment drill loss, 15 morale damage. On Commonwealth, we have minus 20 cav cost, plus 20 cav combat ability, 15 manpower recovery speed, 25 cav to infantry ratio, 25 national manpower, 15 production efficiency, 10 dev cost, 15 morale of armies, regiment drill loss, 15 trade efficiency. On German ideas for Catholic League, we have 20 land force limit, 300 manpower increase from regimental camps, 5 discipline, possible policies, military free policies, land maintenance, 25 national manpower, 35 cost advisors, rulers culture, 100 national tax, 100 national tax, 100 interest rate on point, 15 construction time, 30 provincial trade power, 25 developing manpower gives the extra chance to get development. So very similar to Rhineland. On the Catholic League, now let's look at the other side. I'm telling you guys, all the ideas are busted, but it's fine because all of them are busted. On the Protestant League, we have 25 manpower, 15 land force limit, 5 discipline, 20 morale damage received, 15 dev cost, 20 mil tech cost, 15 infantry combat ability, 25 nobility loyalty, 10 production efficiency, 20 shock damage received. On France, you have 25 manpower, 20 siege ability, 10 development cost, 15 global trade power, 50 tax, 50 war tax, 20 morale, 50 yearly army tradition, 0.50. 50 army drill gain modifier, 0.15 mil tactics, 20 manpower recovery speed, 5 discipline, 33 go for division, garrison army damage 50. Oh my god, dude. We still got 3 more nations to go. On England, we got 15 more artillery combat ability, 1 max privileges per state, 5 discipline, 15 morale damage, 15 land fire damage, 20 heavy ship combat ability, 10 manpower recovery speed, 10 dev cost, 10 goods produced, 5 tech cost. Ledger is locked. On Danish ideas, we have 20 shock damage, 0.5 infantry shock, land leader fire, land leader shock, 15 fire damage received, 20 ship cost, 15 ship durability, 20 production efficiency, 10 trade efficiency, 5 discipline, 20 morale damage received, 10 land force limit. On Sweden, we got 25 infantry combat ability, plus 1 possible policies, minus 10 regiment manpower usage, 15 goods produced, 25 national manpower, 5 discipline, 15 morale of armies, 10 land force limit, 20 land fire damage, 20 siege ability. Which ideas do you guys think is the best? Commonwealth?
Denmark, that's all.
Denmark?
Yeah, Commonwealth for Denmark.
Denmark ideas were unjustifiably nerfed for no reason.
Yeah,
but
that's
the Danish ideas are subpar to the Commonwealth at this point, but they were the best ideas before the unjustifiable nerf. There should be some rebalancing on that for sure.
Sorry, just to confirm, you're Danish, correct?
No, I'm South African.
No, yeah.
But I do live in Denmark.
This time.
Okay.
But we are also looking at a severe lack of 3-star generals on the Liga side. The Spanish have made their way to Krakow, so the kind of stack there is there at least.
We just cannons, no infantry, so they're doing the same, attaching.
Habibi, don't you need to go through the objectives?
The objectives?
Not objectives, but like the
age abilities.
Yeah.
The age abilities, okay.
They're quite different.
Yes, because in this one we're in the Age of Reformation instead of the Age of Revolutions. You have, and also, wait, doesn't Doesn't the new age start soon? No.
Yes. So you
Read
want
it again. Carefully.
They all
It starts
increase.
in-
Okay, they all
70
increase.
70 months to new
Oh my
age
god,
starts.
there's so many of them. Oh my god, dude.
I know-
Trade
I know-
efficiency, goods produced. Dev cost, cost to promote mercantilism. Yearly absolutism, max absolutism, more tax costs. 50 reinforced costs. And they get replaced. Oh, they get replaced
Yes.
by the
And
absolutism age bonus.
if you pick one, you can't pick the one that's in that place the next stage.
So it blocks the next one.
Yeah.
Ah, so if you take national sailors, you can't take 50 naval force limit. If you take 2 extra merc companies, you can't take 50 merc manpower. If you take 5 discipline, you can't take 33 merc discipline. If you take combat bonus and terrain of capital, you can't get the land leader fire, shock, or maneuver. If you take the assault fort ability, you can't get the siege ability. If you get the cav to infantry ratio, you can't take the cav to infantry ratio. Yeah, I mean, you can take the 15 dev costs and just ignore the war, just dev. But they're already deving
in
for
my
cheap.
opinion, yeah,
They're
my
already deving for
opinion.
cheap.
Oh no, it's the top one you get next stage.
No, it blocks it. Yeah, the top one is the one you get in the next age if you get it. Oh, golden
Yeah.
age. Okay, so war, how far are we? 3 years from war?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I think you don't actually take any age bonuses, and you just get the ones next because they're all permanent. The ones next.
Your
those
splendor will be gone.
No, I know, but like you're only getting this for how
I
many
mean,
months?
Poland, another Poland buff here, because if you take the cav to infantry ratio, you only block yourself from getting the cav to infantry ratio.
No, like it sticks. Like for example, you pick the additive.
No,
combat
that
terrain,
I'm
right?
making I'm making a joke. Do you get it?
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
but Lauren said if you pick something right now, it will block the next one, right? Thinking it's gone.
Yes.
It will
When it's
stick
Poland-
forever. It will stick forever.
Chat.
Even after the next stage.
Chat, okay, I have
Really?
to say something. Chat, you can't all bet on Funny Funny and then go, why didn't I get any points for Funny Funny winning? It's all about the odds, dude. It's 1% people betting on Warrior Sim. You have insane odds. If Warrior Sim wins, you could bet 1k points and get 10k back right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Protestant side is
that is
stronger.
how
Not
betting
anymore,
is.
not anymore, because now everyone's betting on Warrior Sim. But that's essentially how it works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Goldie man, can you explain the age bonuses since you're more versed in the?
So let's assume Protestant League chooses like expertise on trading, right?
Yeah.
They get the trade efficiency, but after 10 years they still get it, right? But they cannot pick the goods produced, right? But they still get the trade efficiency. It will become a modifier if you look at the
Oh,
government.
okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how how it goes. Yeah.
So it isn't wise for you to not pick anything. But you can make an argument about not picking the
Yeah,
trade
okay,
efficiency.
that's more.
Because you want the goods produced instead, right?
I can't
Excellent.
gamble on my own thing, chat. Someone's saying how much you gamble. I have infinite points. Look at this. Look at this, chat.
Oh, but
Mhm.
we should get a modest cash fee of 50,000 channel points.
I
mean,
can't give
that's-
out channel points. I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I
Really?
could. I wish
That's
I
true.
could. Instead of I sure
Oh,
would.
that's
I wish I knew you wanted me.
yeah. That is a lot of points you just spent on banning. That is a lot of points.
I have
man.
infinite points, literally infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Please,
wanna get the
please gamble
institution
10 million on Warrior Team. Yeah, surely.
Think about who you think is going to get the institution first. Quite important.
Yeah, true. There's institution in this one.
Let me see if anybody already debbed in stuff.
Yeah, and there's also no goods produced edict either. So you want to be running the manpower one.
Yeah. Let's look at the
I think
economics.
the French side is gonna get it first to answer your question, Joseph.
Why do you think so?
Okay, there's a problem with casting the 5v5. There's too many nations to look at, dudes. It's honestly.
Actually, I take that back. It looks like Denmark is gonna get it first.
I don't think that's too much.
He already has two
So-
provinces at 50.
The French side is already doing the subsidies meta. So
really?
France is being subsidized right now.
Okay.
They learned.
Getting-
They learned.
Okay,
He's
so it's the
getting the age
opposite
bonus.
side doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting the 200 incomes age bonus now.
Okay. All right, so they learn.
No one on the other side is doing, I don't think. Though, yeah, Italy just has 200 income.
Yeah, so they're doing that, and then France already has 5 of the things completed. Soon he will actually, I don't know if he soon will discover America.
He has 6 right now.
Yeah.
It should be. Pretty
He's
easy to
6,
do.
and he gets 7. He can get 8. He just needs to explore.
He doesn't have 6. He has 5. He doesn't have 250 dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
250 regiments. Yeah, yeah. Once he gets that
Oh, yeah,
6,
regiments,
7,
my bad.
6, 7, he can get those pretty easily.
Yeah. So that's gonna be pretty. I think they're looking at it. I would say on this map specifically, again, I would also say it's actually French-sided. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the combat. Well, it's good we can agree on something.
The other side is stronger. Generally.
That's gonna play in their favor, in their mental favor as well. Britain really building up a lot on units this game as well. That's gonna be interesting when he's running one.
I mean, Britain doesn't need to win Navy in this one. He has a strong Denmark who has strong Navy as well. And, you know, yeah, getting blockade stinks, but, like, you don't really have to worry about getting land invaded as England. I mean, I think you still want some forts just so you don't see what happened to Spain yesterday. Where, like, or the day before yesterday, where, like, half of Spain got occupied by, like, 20 regiments.
Yeah.
Or 40 regiments. They just, like, sneak troops, land them on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say this scenario is manpower is going to be a lot more important, like because the manpower pools are a lot lower.
Oh yeah, the manpower pools in this, it's so much smaller. You know, you're not dealing with millions of troops here. You're dealing with like 200, 300,000 troops per nation.
Also means it's going to be less, more plays to be had, because you're going to have more micro.
Yeah.
More ability to micro, I should say.
Yeah, that's kind of counterintuitive. You'd think the more units you have, the more ability, but it kind of reaches a point where, you know, it just becomes a wall of troops, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's not really big micro opportunities. Like in the other mod, you know, in the other scenario, you see like 12 cannon stacks per side, 14 cannon stacks per side, sometimes even more. On this one, not everyone can afford that. And, you know, maybe we'll see 1 cannon stack. Of course, the nations that have really good artillery like England will go more than 1 cannon stack because they're going to be the artillery for their group. You can see 3 cannon stacks, which is a little bit over the combat width, but it is generally kind of like an okay idea or a good idea in my opinion to go a little bit over your combat width with artillery in multiplayer, just in case some of those artillery end up getting on the front line and you just don't end up with, you know, missing back row.
I mean, do artillery retreat in this mod?
No. But basically just like you didn't reinforce right?
Yeah.
So like you didn't reinforce right, some of your cannons go on the front row. Instead of having to send a whole other cannon stack into the battle, you just have a couple of your reserve cannons fill the back line.
I mean, GB is definitely doing that, like 40 cannons each.
Yeah, I think Fry is gonna really prove his worth here. He's probably gonna be frying some enemies.
Yeah.
I do like his play of only having 1 mil idea. So yeah, because he has 3 policies now.
Yeah, 3 mil policies.
Yeah.
You can get that with 2. Mil 2.
Yeah, but he has more artillery policies, is what he's saying.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Because like, I'm saying you're not losing anything for taking the third. The eco, you're getting more eco, but you're not losing any mil quality.
He might get tech 18 first, right? Which is a cannon tech.
Yeah, because you're saving mil points as well.
But he has to get the institution first, yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean he should do, because the French side is getting it faster anyway.
Why is that?
Trade centers, I'd assume.
Hmm?
Yeah, the most on the other side haven't got level 3s.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
So they're running the. None of them are running the edict though. So there is an institution edict.
That is a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the global trade. That's another difference. Is you don't start with you're losing out on an institution. So this tech is actually more expensive because you don't have the institution. I mean, it grows everywhere, but yeah, you need to put the edict. Is no one putting on the edict? There's actually a trick. I can't use the trick. I was gonna say you can actually see global edicts if you click on a uncolonized province, but there's no uncolonized province. I guess here. This
Yeah,
could
it does work. It does work.
Oh, there you go.
I'm looking. Yeah, Commonwealth does, Italy does, and Spain has manpower.
Thank you for the 1 bit, dude.
Ooh,
1
King
cent,
Modi,
let's
big
go.
spender tonight. Big spender.
Oh, listen, it's more than you.
I'll put
a
that
question.
towards my rent.
When will the Visa and game start? And will
Immediately
it
after
start late
this.
again?
Yeah,
Okay.
literally instantly.
Immediately after
Will we be
this.
broadcasting that too?
I mean, I'm gonna cast it. Lol.
Yeah, I'm down to cast it.
I think that would be amazing game, yeah.
And
I
a
think they're
comp
equal
versus
skilled. Yeah.
Weezer's team. Yeah, that's gonna be an insane
Yeah.
match.
Equal skilled. Both sides knowing what to do.
Right, let's see if we can find any mistakes.
When does the war start? It's January, right?
18, yeah, Jan this year.
January 18, the war
It's
starts.
months.
Let's just,
6
just a
months.
quick fort check right now. Austria has not got all his forts out. Is he building them? He's not building them on the border right now. Austria
It's
is.
quite. Wait, what?
Ooh,
Yeah, look at
Austria's greeting on forts. He has a one fort line, but you know
Is it a
that's
fort?
very risky.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry,
Very
I thought-
risky.
But I have to say, France. Look at France fort, yeah.
yeah, as well. Yeah, France actually has no forts, right?
Is he thinking that
He has one line.
Oh, he's got-
One line.
Yes,
One
in the
line.
south.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, but next to
Oh wait,
Catholic League.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Catholic League. Okay, France
the
actually
same
needs a
thing?
lot of forts.
Yeah.
Is he building
there's
them?
nothing there. No, he's not.
No.
He's not building his
made a
forts.
mistake.
And also bear in mind the construction time is way slower, so these forts are going to come out like in a half a year. at least.
He's building soldier households.
Yeah,
and
10
so-
months. It takes 10 months to build a fort. Like,
Ah,
Well,
this
he does.
might
He
be
does have
quick
them on
game.
Spain.
If they don't.
No, does he? He's got 4
Yeah,
months.
he does have them on Spain. He does have them on Spain.
Catholic
Yeah, but-
League is a big.
Yeah. I mean, it's white.
It's a
Like he
big
has two
order.
really good forts, which are both woods, and then everything else is flatland. Like he
You
should
can-
have them on those.
You can kind of see from the fort lines where they expect the main battles to happen. The Catholic League has set up way better forts, but there's also really good forts on the Catholic League. I would say Austria is missing like another line just in case, maybe
I
like
agree.
2 or 3 new forts. But the Protestant League really lacking in forts, really lacking. I mean, even Spain only 2 lines. I don't know about this one, guys. 2 lines here. A lot of lacking forts, but you know what that means? We're going to be seeing some insane cutting plays. We're going to be seeing, you know, back lines getting hit. This war is going to be intense. I'm going to go speed 2. We're going to see. They're getting ready. They're gearing up. Let's take a quick look at the numbers. Denmark at 300. France at 400. Protestant League at 300. Sweden at 200, below his force limit even. England at 400, way over his force limit. How is his money situation? Oh my god, 1/3 of his loans. Yeah, already. Spain losing money now, but only taking 4 loans so far at 50 over his force limit, 320. Italy at 324, and there we go. The war has started. We're gonna go speed 3.
Wait,
Who's the deck? Austria decks.
So
Or
what's
Glogau.
for- What's that? Yeah, it's Silesia. Why did they pause?
It's fine. Everybody joined.
Fine.
Everybody joined. Everybody
He
joined. No?
literally did. He did. Just unpause.
Didn't everybody join?
Yeah, it was a co-belligerent. I don't know what he's saying.
Wait.
Yeah. So here we go.
I-
Beginning of the war. It's for a fort. They made the war goal a fort. Maybe not the best choice.
No.
That's the only province that he made a claim on. I mean, it's not a bad fort to take. And
No, I mean it's flat.
yeah,
Flat battle.
not bad at
I
all.
think it's a bad fault because Protestant is gonna get the +1 dice on forest, right?
Oh, battles!
Yeah.
Battles already happening. Spain already. France is pushing into Spain,
Yeah, to Spain.
and Italy is getting crushed. And now Spain is getting crushed. They don't have enough troops on the front line, and those are
Denmark
2 lost
actually-
battles.
Denmark might actually get
Oh.
stat wiped here though in Corsica if he's not careful.
Italy maybe took the naval battle a little bit too
Yeah, yeah.
early. No, he's crushing the
Yeah.
navy.
Yeah, they're just
Oi, 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 oi.
That's gonna be a
Already.
stack wipe.
the British don't have
Oof.
cut. So Spain is cut off. Spain is currently cut off from his allies.
Oh,
No one can get to Spain.
no one can get to Spain.
But France can build forts though, so they can just go straight through France. Like,
And
look,
they
look,
are. Oh my God, what's going on in
Yeah.
France?
Catholic-
What is going on in France?
Oh my god.
What is going on? It's already chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos. Spain is cut off from his allies because England
Sweden is
laid it on
pushing into
Ibiza.
Commonwealth.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Sweden's doing the
100,000 Englishmen in Ibiza, so it's like real life. Yeah. But France with no forts. LeBron James reportedly forgot to build forts in France.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude. But Spain's in trouble, but you know, France is in more trouble. If the the Catholic League really press it here, and okay, Sweden's also making another play. There's so many fronts. This is crazy.
They're rushing.
Yeah, you see that even Commonwealth is sending troops to France now. That they know that they're going for it.
Yeah, and Sweden is getting caught in. Oh my God, Sweden just got crushed.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're pushing in Nice. Oh, they got Nice.
The rush
Commonwealth
Nice. This is
Yeah,
madness. This is
Spain's-
madness. This is madness.
Spain is pushing out. Spain is pushing back out.
In Denmark here, I think maybe. No, actually maybe not.
Oh,
Denmark?
They're losing the battle of.
I'm trying to catch everything. There's just so much going on. There's a battle in France.
Commonwealth
Spain is trying to re-siege. Commonwealth gonna get wiped.
Yeah,
Strength
Commonwealth
stack wiped.
Oh,
And also Commonwealth gonna get stack wiped again. Oh my God, two stack wipes. Commonwealth getting
He does
double
have the
stack wiped.
manpower.
France hitting it in Roussillon, and it's also a fort not taken yet.
France needs to be building forts now, though.
Is he building his
doesn't have-
forts?
No, he's not. I'm looking right now. There's no forts being built.
No forts being built. This is a really big vulnerability for him. There's nothing after Nice.
You've got Orleans, that's a woods fort. That's a really good one. You got Withroa, that's another woods fort.
If we can connect with Spain now.
Yeah, you can just walk
To
through, just
France.
connect, and then like the whole blocking in Ibiza doesn't do anything because you can just
Oh,
go.
they're in Alicante.
Yeah, and there's now crazy cuts happening. They're just free roaming. Okay, he went for the one battle. He went for the one cannon stack.
Oh my God.
How did he end
Yeah,
up doing that?
The battle, Lyon's battle.
It's these shipping troops to Spain. I'm looking right now. There's 80k Italians in Spain right now.
So he's
I don't know
able to
how
get
they
there.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
sure how they got there, but yeah.
Yeah, they had troops there.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had the troop there prior.
And there's little skirmishes happening in Poland, so Poland's not able to go to the main front, which is definitely in France, because Sweden's being a little mosquito. You know, every time Commonwealth moves, he just goes, look, he started drilling, and immediately Sweden goes in. He doesn't know he's drilling, but he's gonna go in anyways. Commonwealth is kind of hesitant. He just drilled, canceled his drill. Now he's low morale. The fort is getting sieged, but really this is a big problem in France. Is France building the forts? Is he building the forts? He built a couple. He's building a couple. He's building a couple.
There he is.
Oh, and Commonwealth got the tech. Commonwealth got the tech, and Sweden tried to rush this fort and lost everything, or did he just take the tech? Nope, he tried drilling, but
Don't
Commonwealth
exactly.
going no general,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
general, and that's a 7
no
fire.
I mean, he's still winning.
That's true. Oh,
And a
Still
stack wipe.
as well.
Maybe.
no. That's not
Maybe,
true.
maybe.
Oh, is he not reinforcing?
Oh.
Oh,
How could you
And
let
battles
that
in north of
happen?
France. Battles in south of France. The Spain getting pushed. So much going on.
Ally,
Oh, they're in Britain. They're in Britain. What the hell is going on? How did they get in Britain? How did they get in Britain? But they're stuck now. The Catholic League is stuck.
Yeah. They need to get the straight. They need to unget the straight.
Yeah, they just
They're
need to
getting
get all
straight.
of
This
this.
could be- this
Yeah,
could
they
be-
just need to get all the straights.
Yeah,
Oh, they're
bro.
crossing.
And they're pushing. They're crossing.
They're
Yeah, oh.
And south of France, France is losing the battles. He's building forts, but it's a little bit too late. The forts are going to be
Too
done
late.
in at the end of December.
England not taking max loans.
I mean, they're
What?
gonna. No. But they pushed us out though. They haven't got
Yeah,
enough
they
troops.
pushed them
It's
out.
white. They didn't get the straight. They didn't get the straight before
They
getting.
didn't get this. Oh.
But it did.
Now they
They
got
went
the
to
straight.
the
Now they
Olympic
got...
Games.
Ireland.
I mean, there's 100k still traps. There's 150k gone.
All right,
still
guys.
huge.
There is a lot of chaos going on, but let's Let's try not
They
to
can
speak
still
too much over
retreat.
each other.
Yeah, if they go through the Orkney Islands to the Faroe Islands, they can actually walk all the way back into friendly territory because they're not using any
that's
ships up
true,
there.
actually.
The
Yeah, that's a good
Protestant
point.
League losing navy. Italy is here to save the day, and now Italy is in the Straits of Dover, and they're actually able to retreat. No one's
Oh,
going for the block. No
yeah.
one's going for the block. They get out. They get out.
They get out for free.
They got out for free.
And Spain is regaining all of its lands. He's taking all of the forts.
And, yeah, and Italy's rushing
They're
Carrasco.
forcing it. Yeah, they're getting it. They're now Spain's now
Sweden?
connected.
Spain's
Sweden is pushing
connected.
again.
Yeah.
Sweden is doing something. He's not doing much, but something.
And Poland's ready. Poland's ready.
Battle in Jülich.
Okay. Denmark's cutting.
Charleroi.
No cannons. Okay, they're winning. One battle won. They need to reinforce Berry.
Oh,
No, too late.
the second battle in Charleroi.
Wiped.
Ooh, Protestant League looks like he's gonna get wiped here.
Oh, he's survived.
There's just a random Polish stack in the middle, right next to Paris, and he gets stack wiped because the fort's finished. The fort's finished in time.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's a bait. It was a bait all along. You bait them all in and you build forts behind.
Yeah, after you get half occupied. After you get half occupied.
All part of the plan, trust.
Spain's technically stuck.
battle.
Technically, he's still technically stuck, but he's rushing the fort. Barry
Russian was
and
beyond
Commonwealth
that.
actually loses. Commonwealth loses to Sweden.
And also bear in mind, Sweden
No
can.
way, he actually lost that?
Yeah. Sweden can assault, and the Commonwealth won't be able to assault.
Okay,
back
and now
this
they're
time.
connected. Now they're connected. Now they're connected.
Yeah, Sweden is pulling his weight now. Britain is forced to take some troops home to fight in the homeland or in siege stuff.
Yeah, that's devastation. Chaos everywhere.
This is a distraction more than anything else, because you're not going to be ready for the battle. They're also assaulting the Woods Fort. There's no garrison in it, so it's going to go. Yeah, they got the Woods Fort.
They got it
Go
immediately,
farmers.
but they're not going to be able to get the garrison. So if they end up winning this battle, it's only a -1 because of a river crossing. But if they can get a better maneuver general in there, they can negate that -1. The front line is disintegrating, but the
Denmark's leaving.
Denmark
He's going somewhere.
reinforce.
Oh, he's stopping the Spanish in the south. He's stopping Spanish in the south.
And Spain is just panic. He has no other stacks to go in, so he's going in with double cannon stacks. So even though the numbers are
Double
equal,
cannon.
the Spain is actually going to lose his reserves faster than Denmark. So Denmark looks to be winning this battle in the long run.
He does have a lot more casualties.
Yeah, look at
running
his
his
cannons.
way.
Yeah, look at his cannons.
He
all
has a
gonna
lot
die.
of cannons.
Oh no, they're Denmark
No.
cannons now as well. They both have cannons. It's cannons versus cannons.
Yeah, he
And
wins.
Denmark
He
actually
that
wins.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spanish
The main battle,
artillery.
are they losing? They're winning the. Are they main? No, they're losing the main battle.
The Protestant League, the Catholic League is coming in now. They're trying to reinforce, but there's not that many reinforcement stacks. 200k stacked in one area.
Yeah.
Sweden successfully gets the fort in north of Commonwealth. And Commonwealth is building more troops to deal with that. We can see troops being recruited by a lot of nations here. And the Battle of Barry is going to the side of the Catholic League.
What an interesting turn of events. A lot of them, the battles just randomly playing out. But the fort line really bit Curly in the ass here. That is not
Yeah, France is taking Max
that's
Loans
not
from
optimal.
Yeah, France
Max
is
Loans
taking.
on France?
Yeah.
He has to. He's
Yeah.
getting full sieged.
Yeah.
And you know, France is like the big dog here, and he's has to take it. Actually, I say that, but France is the lowest dev nation.
He's not again.
Not again, dude.
Same player.
Well, he got unlucky, but they have completely secured the southern part of France here. So that leaves a lot of movement up.
Yeah. Then so now as well, the fifth idea has unlocked. So people are picking fifth idea for France right now. Has taken offensive.
Not
Yeah.
defensive.
And unlike the other scenario, like we're not really seeing anyone that's super close to bankruptcy. Even England, that's in 23k of debt, is only like 1/4, maybe a little bit over that. Yeah, like we're not seeing anyone taking massive debt. One nation that might be taking a lot of debt is Commonwealth, because even though Commonwealth does have cav cost reduction, it's still a little bit more expensive than infantry. Okay, he's got it down.
Even though France has taken max loans, it's still gonna be at least 100 months before
Yeah,
he's going bankrupt.
yeah, it's something like 100 months before it goes bankrupt, and he will get more loans when they unsiege him. And Spain is now sinking the Danish fleet after getting the fort in Labourd. But now Spain is, I mean, France is more than half occupied. It was looking really good for the Catholic League when England landed there in Ibiza, but the no forts in France is really hurting them. No forts in France really, really hurting them. What is Sweden doing?
The Swedish lost the battle up in SEMIFINALS.
Yeah, he's just trying to poke and just try and creep forward and just get one fort at a time. Because Commonwealth has to manually siege this back.
Yeah, but he's not even at force limit. Like, Sweden needs to commit more. He needs to really try and run.
Well, Sweden's out of manpower.
Wait, guys.
Oh my God.
The war goal. Oh wait, Sweden's out of manpower. Sweden's out of manpower.
my-
But the war goal is for Silesia. But the war is in France.
Yeah. They haven't even. No one cares about the war goal.
No, I can't. I mean, there's no forts. Yeah, I mean, it's -8 war score because they have -13 ticking. They have 2 from battles, so we're looking at pretty even battles here overall. But this is really bad for France.
Surely, if you're Commonwealth, you just go siege that, like, because you're right there. Like, just go siege it.
Go siege Glogau?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have the information. There could be a stack looming, like, just right next to Glogau, ready to take him.
Yeah, but like.
And Sweden being a mosquito, he got 2 stack wipes. Stack and got wipe 1 Ks.
Oh, absolutism age.
Oh.
Age of Absolutism. So they have their old bonuses if you took the bonuses from before.
Yeah.
But now they can get new bonuses.
Meanwhile, France is still getting sieged more and more, and this is just gonna hurt them. Reach siege, its manpower gone, its income gone.
Well, Sweden is swinging back into gear, so we might be looking at some.
Is he getting the manpower privilege? No, he doesn't have influence yet. See, anyone on Catholic side, Commonwealth still sitting with 600k manpower. Austria's almost out of manpower. Italy is out of manpower. Actually, Italy's in the hole of manpower, so he's even more out. Catholic League is 400k manpower. Spain's out of manpower. France is almost out of manpower. GB's out of manpower. So, but there's only a couple people each side who has manpower left.
Absolute chaos, and now they're gonna try to take back. They're gonna try to take back France here.
-2 in the left, I think, is a mistake.
It's -1. It's -1. It's -1. They have the bonus on capital terrain.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was a -1.
And they have a better general.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a fine battle to take. If they can get a better general with also better maneuver, but you know, same
France
maneuver.
is trying to cut
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, one of the advantages of sieging someone else's country is you can see all the enemy's troops, right?
Yes.
So you can just go around them.
So yeah, the French side, the Protestant League can see all the troops in the occupied territory, but the other side can't see the troops.
Yeah.
Defender's advantage there. And while we were looking at that, Catholic League successfully sieged down Borois, butchering province pronunciations. I'm sorry, French people in chat.
What's that one? Oh yeah, Woods Fort.
The Woods Fort.
And France is getting almost strength wiped there. No one else reinforced them. As for the main battle, they're still barely getting in there in time.
And now we're seeing this case where we're barely into the war, and there's already just depleted armies all around.
Yeah.
There's only a couple nations that are still fine on manpower. It's mostly the Protestant and Catholic League. I mean, it's their war, technically. And the war goal is Silesia. Poland went on it for a little bit, but no, he's actually just moving more troops to the French front. He's committing less to the Swedish front. And Sweden is just fully committing to just being this mosquito. And he's now drilling up his units. Drills much faster in this mod. He's getting 10 drill.
Yeah, I will say there's a massive manpower difference on the Catholic
Oh,
side.
no cannons in the back row.
No, not the Kaiser special.
And on the left, they're running out of reserves. No cannons in the back row again.
They're winning.
The wing
Commonwealth
could
getting in.
survive.
And Commonwealth coming to save the day, maybe?
No, it's too late.
No, but they lose one battle. Oh, some armies. Okay, they reinforced with everything. And a little bit of a panic there.
All stacked. This is 600k stacked, so they should win this, even though they're outnumbered.
GG general.
Yeah. I was saying, the Catholic League side has more manpower, because both Catholic League and Commonwealth have above 800k, 900k even. max manpower. Whereas no one on the Protestant side has that. The closest is the Protestant league with 550.
Yeah, and there's just so many people with 0 manpower here. England in the whole 200k, Spain in the whole 300k, Austria in the whole 40k. Even Protestant
Spain.
League is close to being 0.
Spain's now hiring mercs. He's realized he's out of he's complete. He's 300k manpower in the whole. He's hiring mercs.
I mean,
the
he has
Commonwealth
to.
Needs to build more troops. Commonwealth needs to build more troops. He's got so much manpower. He's not doing anything with it.
Maybe I think he's too focused on the French
He just
battles. To be honest, I don't think he.
I mean, to be fair, it is miles away from his home. Like,
Yeah.
you have to
Oh yeah,
completely-
he has a lot more manpower. He has all his stacks are just standing there. They're not really.
Like, he's the only one who has.
He's the-
Oh, he needs resemblance of manpower.
That was close to getting stack wiped. I mean, it
yeah,
still
that
might be.
collapse was.
If they don't retreat, it definitely is. Yeah. Boop. I mean, here's the thing though. They still don't have the war girls. So if this somehow goes 20 years on, the Protestant side will still win.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't gotten the war goal. This was like the downside of picking Glagau. It's a fort, so they actually have to commit troops and siege it down, and that gives the other side time to go get it. And
I mean-
Poland is all Cav, and Cav can't assault forts.
Yeah, I think we need to rotate and have someone of infantry go there, and then Poland go on the front line.
I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're rotating. So now Poland is coming to France, and Austria is
Austria's
going for the war goal. They're realizing we need to get the war goal. The battles are 0. It's literally 50-50 on the battles, even though half of France is occupied. Battles are going 50-50. Sweden just stopped drilling, so he's gonna probably start pushing into Commonwealth again. And he doesn't know this, but Commonwealth only's got 130k in his land, so he could probably get another fort. Sweden's war contribution is 6%, and Austria's rushing the war goal.
Yeah.
But he's going into battles now. He moved his armies over to Habibi. So he is a lot more
Commonwealth is
active now.
running, with no general. I think he's already locked in. Yeah, he's locked in his bad pathway.
Okay, he gets in with the general, but you know, maneuver. They have to get in. The cannons are
Yeah.
trickling in based off of this ruler's maneuver.
I mean, he's capped as well, so it's not like it's that bad.
Did Austria refill the garrison? He did. Okay. But here goes Protestant League to go resiege the war goal.
Yeah, it's just whack-a-mole.
The whack-a-mole of the war goal.
Yeah.
In the more battle, there's 3 battles on running. They really gotta make a decision for where they reinforce here. Oh, they're rushing on the war goal.
Yeah, they're retaking it. Is Commonwealth going to stop him? He's right there.
The
No,
Catholic
it's
League is coming.
It's going to be too late though.
And does
yeah,
he
but-
does
He's
he
gonna win.
doesn't refill the
He's gonna-
garrison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
might
he's just
even
gonna get it
wiped,
back.
actually. Might even get wipes. If he doesn't.
30th of July. No, he's
Huge
fine. He's
battles
fine.
here.
And the battle's going again
They
into the
win all
Catholic
3
side.
battles. They win all 3 battles.
Okay, and
This is
Sweden
gonna be
is
top forts now.
Sweden has abandoned the Commonwealth front. He's just completely abandoned the Commonwealth
Yeah,
front.
you have to. I think. You have to.
Yeah. And they're gonna just now siege Glagau and rush it again. There you go.
Just make him think that you're still there. But yeah, just more forts there, but they're being assaulted right now. There's a Woods fort in Orleans gone, and that's the only good defensible one.
And now they're fighting on Paris.
Stop this? No, they're not stopping the assault. They actually could have stopped the assault in Orleans. So now they can also get cut as well. There's the troops
Where's
in
the
Australia.
reinforcements? Okay, there they are. There they are. There they are. It was looking really bad for France there, even though it's a -2 technically because France's capital bonus.
Yeah.
It was looking really bad for France because he's just running out of troops, getting depleted. He's not reinforcing fast enough.
Also, where's the British cannons? Like the Britain's the cannon builds. And he's not.
Britain is 300k in the hole.
Ah.
I mean, here he comes. Here he comes.
He still has cannons. He's still got cannons in the back.
Yeah, he's still got the cannons. Some of them are depleted though.
Yeah. He needs to hire mercs at this point. Actually, no, he has hired mercs. He's hired every single merc.
Oh my god. This game is well, you can't say it's not entertaining. I think they might be looking to cut off here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be one final battle for Paris before I think
last
Curly's
stand of,
mental properly cracks and he might...
Louis the 13th. Is that? Yeah, 13th. Louis the 13th last stand.
Oh, we have a battle on Alencon.
Yeah, trying to stop the retake of that.
I'm just gonna quickly ping. I'm not trying to be toxic here, but I'm just gonna ping the Weezer and Terminator just in case.
Just so they'll.
Yeah, because it could be right now, but if the Protestant League doesn't start turning this war, this is gonna look pretty grim.
Right now they can cut as well. They have every opportunity to cut on the Catholic side. There's no they have the war gun now as well. They can just keep assaulting forts in Germany. This is all going on.
The Navy situation's back in the hands of the Protestant League. So that England's not in threat here. He's got a huge navy here. Most of it is transports, actually.
Yeah. Okay, Commonwealth being engaged. No general in Maine. He's being reinforced though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sweden. The battle on Orleans is a good call, but he's not.
Yeah, it's a good cutout, but they're rushing in now.
I mean, they should.
They're gonna have
enough. That might be enough. Yeah, they might win that battle as well. They need to reinforce Paris, though. They didn't reinforce in time.
There's no more to reinforce with. Denmark's trying to come in. Protestant League is trying to come in.
It's too late. It's too late. They already won this.
They won it. They got it. They got it.
Yeah, they won it.
They got it.
They're too slow.
They need to assault these forts back. Someone with any resemblance of manpower needs to go and assault forts. Like, to get the woods forts back as fast as possible.
Yeah. And Poland hasn't realized yet, Sweden's not even on this front, but Poland's just being safe because we've seen it so many times when I've watched 5v5s. Sweden just comes in when you least expect it on Poland.
Sweden is fighting over at that front though, like he has everything over there. I just don't think they realize how little Sweden has.
Yeah.
And Sweden failed the rush.
I mean, Sweden's assaulting and he has no men left.
He has no manpower and he's missing 155k to refill all his army, so he's not what he used to be.
It's time to conscript the children, like get them on the front line.
Let's just quickly take a manpower check here. While the battles are going on, the quick manpower check. England, 300k in the hole. Denmark, 60k in the hole. Sweden, 150k in the hole. Protestant League, 150k in the hole. France, 150k in the hole. Now looking at the other side. Spain, 160k in the hole. Italy at 0. Austria at 20k in the hole. And Commonwealth, just 600k banked up.
Yep.
And Catholic League, 170k banked up.
Yeah, he just needs to have more troops going, I think. At some point, not necessarily now, because he will hemorrhage money like really quickly. But if they start getting pushed back, I think he needs to commit more.
Yeah, you got to be careful on Poland. Not really the best economical setup that you can get here. Just even Krakow, he fully owns the node basically, but he's only got 66% here.
He's saving for tech right now, so he's going to be heading Diplo tech now. So that's more mill bonuses.
Yeah.
And also eco bonuses.
Catholic League does have 150k on the war goal, but like they just holding it. It's better to hold the war goal maybe.
I think you could just keep assaulting slowly, just keep nudging.
Yeah, they could. It's all forest forts though. You got to remember that about North Germany. It's basically all forests.
I mean, it's only 6,000 garrison though. That's not a lot. Like 150k should be able to assault that. As long as obviously no one is around.
Spain going in, dude. I gotta admire Spain. He's down 200k manpower, goes in alone. And his captain says, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Luke is happy about it. And Kaiser as well.
Kaiser's getting white because of that.
The mental is booming, yeah.
Quick VC check.
Bankruptcy, Lucy?
Who? France?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's
max loans. But he unoccupied. Maybe he can take more? No. It's so bad. He has to unoccupy everything to get more loans. I'm gonna do a quick VC check.
Any infantry.
Abu,
and-
put
Abu,
the French cannon
chill,
attack on
just
Hatch
consolidate. Hold on. Consolidate your infantry, build more cannons, okay? I'll step up.
Put your cannon stack on the fort on Hot Poitiers in France. Just you need to be the one standing on the front lines, please, okay?
Holy shit. Yeah, okay. Going in, I'm going in.
Guys, who needs forts? Who needs forts, guys? This is not.
He does have Yaksa by his side, so there's definitely.
What was that, dude?
still stuff to-
What?
The Catholic side was like, all right, you know, we need to do this. We need to go here. This is what we need to do. On the Protestant side, it's just France spamming, who needs fort, guys? Who needs forts, guys? Who needs forts, guys? And then another person in the chat going,
Maybe they need to be put in the ward. Get some more members.
oh my god, dude. The first one was the winning side VC. Yeah, Lick Krieger though getting a little angry at his team. A lot of missteps by them. They could be winning just like right now. He probably, if they just push the advantage. They have the manpower advantage, but not that big as it was before.
It's a good captain though, making sure your team isn't complacent and just going in on their own.
And they're getting cut here. This is actually not the best fight to take in Blois because they can take the battle on Orléans, and that's what they're doing. Okay, but they stop.
Yeah.
You take a battle in Berry, you take a battle in Orléans, and then they can't reinforce Blois.
Okay. Is Italy locked in?
Italy locked in with low morale and low front line. He's gonna get a lot of casualties here.
I'm seeing no 3-stars. Are you? Like, there's not a single 3-star on the map.
I see one. Italy has one, 5-4.
Maybe they're saving for the tech. The huge tech, 90.
Yeah,
France still has a
is-
while. France still has a while to bankrupt.
Yeah.
You know, we're
Yes,
talking.
but
We're talking
Okay.
about like what?
he takes out two, like he takes out
years
two
or
loans
something?
per tick, so that means that he probably has about 3.2 years left in terms
A
of
bit
money.
longer,
So
I
in
you're
that game.
doing reverse maths. He takes that loan out every 2 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you also take accounting for casualties, it is about those 3.2 years we're looking at. But what about the Spanish side when it comes to loans? Are they doing good on loans? Besides being out of manpower, Spain is running a humongous deficit. He's almost at halfway to loans. Italy also running a decently sized deficit.
It's only 1/3
Still has
though.
a lot of loans.
One
Yeah,
third.
France has got
1/3.
roughly
1/3.
Um,
Commonwealth
Kaiser's
almost
not really
half.
committing.
Yeah, I
Habibi, look at the code of Argent, like in Bordeaux. Spain is privateering Lubeck.
Oh, battle in France.
Is it not a rule break?
That is technically a rule
Oh,
break.
warning. Just a warning, yeah.
Is
I'm
he
just gonna
though? 'Cause
pause
he's-
real quick.
he's out. Like, it's
He's
that-
He's
out.
not, he's not like in Lubeck itself, right?
No, but
Yeah.
like, is that how it protects though? Because like, is that because he's?
How
can't
is he
see
even
it?
privateering? You can't even see this.
Yeah, like, why is he there?
Well, he is.
Okay. I'm just gonna go into that VC and just tell him real quick. Spain.
No
Spain.
cannons on Andrew. They have no cannons on Andrew.
Spain, you gotta stop privateering Copenhagen. It's bugged. You're not going out of port, and you're.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
yeah.
turn that off,
I
Abu.
didn't realize.
All right, I warned him.
No.
More Dankers content, you know.
Thank you, Gandalf.
Oh, Gandalf the Grey is here.
No, it's Gandalf Zadobi Waka.
Oh yeah, I love
Oh,
that city.
the
That's a
other
lovely
Gandalf.
city.
Bonus is saying check.
It's a
DLC
Polish city?
prices. Yeah, Poland's also rule
Yeah.
breaking.
Polska Grom.
Polska Góra.
Yeah, Poland's also rule breaking. I'll go down as well.
Okay.
Where is it?
Privateering in port is not allowed.
Next time we can be more. Let's go.
Now they're pushing into Paris.
We're going for round 2 on Paris. Well, the Protestant League is ready here, but the Protestant League is also facing in Niederhessen a rush on one of his forts. They're trying to pierce in through and snake to his capital with this one.
Yeah, they got to start winning more battles on the Catholic League, or they were not going to be able to stab hit. It's going to be a long war.
Well, they're going for fort right now. He's rushing. They're rushing over to try and counter take him, but I do think he gets it. I
Yeah.
don't think they make it. Right.
Yep, they don't make it in
Personally,
time.
get on defensive stance. Why? Wait, Person League is going bankrupt.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We didn't see this. The what
He's
guy
20
not
months
even-
away. Yeah. Protestant League is 20 months away from bankruptcy.
That is not going to be good for Yaxa's mental, and that's going to be crucial for the overall combat performance.
I mean,
This
yeah,
is key.
that's the captain. That's the captain.
Yeah.
He might just enforce it on the mental that we see
Yeah.
before.
I think we need some Somali pirates, and someone else needs to take command.
We might just have to see the Chicane evil twin take over.
Yeah.
Evil Sir Kane.
The evil Sir Kane might just have to be tapped in off the bench.
His dark magic. Okay, come off.
Then another battle. Okay, England's looking for other opportunities. Spain's still not really reinforcing because he's still in the manpower deficit of 150k, and every battle
these
makes it
slow
worse.
reinforcements, though. There we go. That's a proper reinforcement.
The Battle of Paris is really big here. It's
Yeah,
blocking
gonna be
movement.
huge. Oh, he's coming all the way. He took everything over from Poland. They have realized that Sweden is not over on that front, so he's bringing everything over.
This should decide it.
Yeah, it should
Yeah.
be deciding.
That 160k that's coming in from Poland's gonna be really huge
I
because
think we
these
can
battles have
already
been so
call
close.
it here with the numbers, at least on the battle.
Yeah, it's just the manpower
battles,
difference is hurting them now. Because
Yeah,
Commonwealth is
numbers,
still at
yeah.
max manpower. Like,
Yeah.
He's just vibing.
He's vibing, but he can't really commit more because he's already losing so much, and he's actually the one with the most loans on the side of the Catholics. But you know, he can just be the front line, just take all the big battles on Commonwealth. You're reinforcing.
They're sorting Paris now. They're sorting both forts actually.
Double. Oh, I think we're gonna call the GG.
The captain, yeah, the captain's flaming in
Yeah.
the chat. Well played, curly boy. No forts matter.
I think,
That's the captain. That's the captain of Warrior
Captain
Sim,
is speaking.
and he's saying, "Good job, France. No forts." I mean, this would have been a very different war if France had more forts right from the get-go. They had a really sick play where they basically split off Spain from everyone, and they could have sieged Spain while disallowing anyone from going to him. But because France had no forts, they're now in this position where France is fully sieged, built the forts too late, and we're getting close to the 50% war score, which means stab hits will be coming in because it is valid time to do stab hits as long as the Catholic League keeps winning battles, because ticking war score is not going to be enough.
Well, with these kind of
Now
battles,
it will
who
be.
needs ticking war score? Holy. We are
They're
looking
just
at,
so depleted.
Yeah. I mean, they just don't have any manpower left. They have no mercs and nothing to replenish. At this point, you just
Ooh.
exploit manpower just for
Oh.
manpower. What? No.
Pause
that's
micro?
We got the pause micro?
I think it's
Right, minus 10 loans.
Delete money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
that's an uncon. And Curly
Yeah,
leaves.
okay. I think.
Wait, he's not even the main target.
No.
Okay, well, it's GG anyways.
So the mental damage is so bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mental.
Yeah.
Well, do they
Yeah.
we could drag him up and ask Yaxa if he wants to continue with an unconned
I mean, I
France?
don't
No,
think
no,
he's gonna...
they're already
We'll
leaving.
We'll drag him up. We'll drag him up now so he doesn't leave, right?
No, I mean, we can bring him in. Bring him in for the interview.
Yeah.
Hello, Yaksa.
Do you need to unmute or turn on your microphone? If you yelled in it too much, it might have unplugged.
Yaksa, hello?
Yuxa. Oh, EV muted.
Okay.
TV muted. I think he
Yeah,
had
it's
enough.
fine. Maybe he just doesn't
Yeah,
want to do a
fine.
loser interview. That's totally fair. It's up to him.
Yeah.
All right,
we
let's get
respect
Lick
that.
Krieger in here. Let's get Lick Krieger in here, and let's talk to him. Hello, Lick Krieger.
Hello, hello.
Congratulations on the win. 2-0 victory. Looking very decisive here, and you're now in the finals tomorrow. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. That was pretty good as well.
Yeah. Well, you did beat the odds. The real question is, how did you feel you performed when you didn't have a co-op? That's the real question I have for you. But was it very different or?
It's of course like it's a dip. You don't have two people to micro, and you noticed it. Like at the start of the war, I I did kind of poorly against Sweden in the north, but that was because I was deving. I was sending troops to the other front. There was a lot going on, right? And big boy on one player on the big boy nation. And you have to look at multiple places. You're bound to make some mistakes, but I think I redeemed myself later.
Yeah, I mean, you were baited a little bit, but I think Lawrence had some words for you. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Did I?
Well, I might have misheard you then. My bad.
No,
I might have misheard you then.
I mean, going into the 5v5, you said you weren't particularly confident. So how do you feel going out of the 5v5?
We got the team that we were not we were not very prepared to play on the Protestant side. The Catholic side. I mean, so so I'm not gonna lie, we were a bit scared. We were not sure how we're gonna play it, but when we saw France not having all the forts up at time, the game did itself.
So what you're saying is the no forts meta was not it. So is that what you're saying?
You can ask France.
Does France want to be asked?
we can ask him right now. Well, good luck, Krieger. We'll see you tomorrow for the finals. Make sure your team is there on time. Hopefully, we can get all 6 players involved for the finals. Yeah.
Definitely stick with that luck because you're gonna need it. Cheers.
Is there any team that you, out of NA Comp and the Cleveland Cavaliers, no copyright? Which team do you not want to face against?
I'm not. I think they're so equal that I'm not really sure. I think that Weezer's team might win this one. So I think I'm facing them, but I think I think their level is so equal that it's almost 50-50. It's gonna be a good semifinal, equal to each other.
Yeah, but to you too?
They're good and probably close to me too.
But we're better.
All right.
Maybe not.
So you don't need me tomorrow, like you saying that?
Right.
No. Let's try to get all 6 tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Krieger. We'll see you later. Let's get in Ramsey, but we're gonna keep it really short here.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just left.
Yeah, Captain Ramsey. What happened, dude? Where were the forts?
Man, I don't know. Curly just didn't build them, man. He just didn't build them.
Dang, dude. Well, you guys still had an impressive performance. We'll be really happy to see you guys in the season. Do you think you'll be playing in the EU4 Arena season?
Yeah, I'll play.
Yeah, you'll play. All right, well, thank you. Yeah, we're not going to keep you long here. We're not going to like taunt or anything like that. GG, dude. Thank you for playing. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Habibi.
No problem. And then here's a quick Abu Abbas interview. Abu Abbas! Bye.
Can we get the Kaiser interview?
Oh, yes, of course.
Kaiser interview. Kaiser interview.
He's muted. He's muted.
He's deafened. Okay. All right. Let's take a quick break here. Let me get the other players. Oh, he unmuted? Kaiser. Say the line, dude. Hello.
Yeah, Kaiser, say the prize pool. I mean, say the say the line. Drop your line, buddy.
Well, Lucas is suck at Donov when things that good.
There you go. He said it. He said it.
I have 700k troops. Suck at Donov with that. What are you gonna do? What 200k sitting on Livonia? Oh my god, 700. Liquor is on my leash today.
You're playing really well, Kaiser. I'm impressed. Yeah. We'll see you in the finals tomorrow. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Wait, did he just tell me good luck?
No, he said goodbye. He said goodbye.
No, he said goodbye. You can say goodbye.